Welcome to Platt Lane for another Match Day Live. I'm Ed Tucker and we have a very interesting matchup for you today with MMU Women's Rugby team facing off against the University of Liverpool. Apologies for those who have been waiting. We have been a little bit delayed today as Liverpool were caught in traffic on the way here. Just as we wait for this kickoff, we have an interview from rugby correspondent Joe Barnes-Taylor for you here, who has been speaking to Rose Happer and Scarlett Bowden.
Right, good evening, Rose. You are the captain of the women's team at MMU for rugby. You've got a match against Liverpool coming up this Wednesday. How are you feeling for it?
I'm feeling really gassed for my girls. I'm out injured at the moment, but I really back them. They've all been training really well, and they've been playing. I just back them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, how are the team looking at training today?
Yeah, they're looking really good. Working hard, and we had gym earlier, so everyone's tired a bit, but still pushing through.
Nice, and you're coming back off a couple of weeks ago against Durham, which unfortunately you lost.
Yeah.
It was a tight game. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we played Durham. Unfortunately, we only started off with 14 players, so I was so proud of my girls. The fact that I think we lost 26-36, so they still played incredibly well for the state. We went down to 13 players as well, so I can only imagine that we're going to do so much better this week, especially it being a home game. So.
Lovely stuff. And what are you expecting from Liverpool on Wednesday?
I'm expecting my girls to beat them. I back them. Yeah, they'll definitely do great. Yeah, we've seen no flaws. I think at the beginning of the season we've just started working, and I think after our first game we learnt a lot, and I feel like we're just progressing following that. So.
Where are the team's heads at? Obviously, it's one thing being physically fit. Where's the team head at in terms of having that competitive spirit that you need in Bucs matches?
I think everyone's ready to win some games. I think it's because we all know that we've got the ability to do that. So I think we're all ready and gassed because we want to move up this season. So if we can do that, that'll be great.
All right, good evening, Scarlett. You're a flanker for the MMU Ones team here with the women's.
Yeah.
You've got a match against Liverpool coming up on Wednesday. How are you feeling for it?
I'm actually feeling quite confident. I think we, as a team, were a lot stronger than last year. They beat us. We played them 3 times last year. They beat us every time. Our last game against them was actually one of our strongest games of the season. We really improved. We really came together as a team, and it was really close. I think they won by 1 try in the last 5 minutes. It was the unluckiest thing. But no, I'm feeling really confident. You can see them training in the background. We're really strong. We're so dedicated this year. We've got so much more training. We've got gym sessions. We're so much more prepared this year than last year. So I think we're going to be fine.
It just sounds like as a team collectively, you're just more committed to the sport now.
Yeah.
You're not just physically fit.
I think
you're there
yeah.
mentally as well.
So yeah, this year, as I said, we're doing a lot more training. It's a lot more physical. It's a lot harder, and our heads are way more screwed on. I think we're way more ready this year. We're a lot more prepared, and I feel really good about that.
Sweet. You come off the back of a tight loss against Durham a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You weren't at that game.
No.
However, do you reckon the team's looking for a comeback this week?
Oh yeah, 100%. So last week, unfortunately, we've had quite a few, including myself, out really ill, and I think last week it was just unlucky. It was away, and unfortunately we just couldn't get players to make it. And this week, 100%. We were talking to the girls earlier. We're so ready and we're so eager to play. I really can't wait. It's going to be a really good game.
Brilliant stuff. Well, best of luck to you.
Liverpool versus Manchester is a classic Northern grudge match, and I'm joined today by Charlotte Nolan, number 10 for MMU, but unfortunately not playing for the rest of the season due to a fractured elbow, but luckily joining us in the warm commentary studio today. What are you expecting from the game, Charlotte?
I think this is going to be a great game, and I think it's going to be the most interesting game of the season so far. We have played them quite a couple times before and unfortunately not gone away with the win just yet, but I'm feeling confident with the girls. We've got a great team and we've got great subs as well.
You played Liverpool quite a few times in the last few years. What are they like as an opposition?
They're tough. They are a well put together team, but every game we've played them we've got closer and closer to winning. Our last game we played, we were 1 try off winning, and that was in the last 5-10 minutes of the game. So yeah, I think we can break down their defence and get a good couple tries in.
So it should be a tough game today. We're hoping an MMU win. And does the Manchester versus Liverpool rivalry really translate into women's rugby as well?
I think so. We've played them enough times to build up a bit of a relationship with some of the girls. We know them quite well through the way they play, so hopefully that comes in for our advantage and we can figure out how they play pretty quickly.
Yeah, and you haven't won the last 3 fixtures against Liverpool, so it's been a very tough fixture for them recently. But hopefully today, as Charlotte was just saying, they have been getting closer, and maybe today will be MMU's day. We're just going to do a little run through of the team. So I'm going to go through the visiting team first. Liverpool have Ava Seymour and Olivia Wright as props, and Ellie Mills as hooker. Izzy Mason and Neve Mulherin are the flankers. May Davey and Chloe Stewart second row. Number 8 and captain Jemima Cameron. And then scrum half Rebecca House. Number 10 Frances Leader. Charlotte Baudu, apologies for that, is one of the wingers. And then we have G Dolan, Madeline Reid, Maddie Robertson as the other winger, and Isabel Ellis at 15 at fullback. And Charlotte, could you please give me the MMU team?
So number 1 and number 3 are both props, Katie Jones and Lois Hughes. Number 2, Aria Loden. Number 4, Kira Fitzgerald. Number 5, Scarlett Bowden. Number 6, Emily Downs. 7, Katie Moore. 8, Georgia McCullen. Number 9, Tiffany Ho. Number 10, Willow Bell. Number 11, SM Young. Number 12, Amanda Ingham. 13, Amy Williams. 14, Nia Rowland. And 15, Katie Cavill.
Yeah, for anyone who caught our last women's rugby game on Matchday Live, Amy Williams was outstanding. I think she got at least 3, it may have even been 4 tries in that game. I mean, it was amazing to watch her play. What's it like to train with her and have her on your team, Charlotte?
She is a fresher this year, so first time we've got to play with her. This is the first game she's played at home, and it was just amazing to watch her play. She usually plays wing, and I'm pretty sure she has played in the Welsh development team before, so she's a bit out of position. And I remember when we played at Leeds Beckett the first game of the season, she was extremely nervous when she had to come on at centre, but she blew us all away.
Yeah, I can't imagine her being nervous after the performances that we have seen from her. She's been absolutely brilliant. Looks like the ref is just calling over maybe the captains here before the game starts. We're not long from kickoff now. It is extremely cold out there. For anyone who hadn't guessed, being Manchester in almost December, it is horrible out there. So I'm glad that I'm up in a warm room with full clothes on. The interviews we were watching before the game, they're both alluding to you doing a lot more training and physical work. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah, it's been great. It's really put us in the right step to do well this season. We've got an amazing physio this year. We've got S&C every week, and it's just been amazing to see how much better we're doing as a team because of these little changes.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a tough start to the season for MMU. Lost their first game to Leeds Beckett kind of resoundingly, but they're a team that had dropped down from the division above, so it can be expected. The second game was the one that we saw last time here on Matchday Live. There was a strong win with Amy Williams absolutely tearing Sheffield a new one. And then last week they had a tough loss to Durham, 36-26, but they started the game with 14 players and ended it with 13. I mean, it seems like an unfair result considering they were lacking players. Do you think that the girls may actually be feeling a bit mentally stronger after a result like that?
Yeah, that was extremely frustrating, especially because we know we could have easily beaten them. But I think we're ready to show them what we've really got.
Yeah, as you can see, the teams are just lining up here now, ready for the kickoff. The ref blows his whistle. And we're off.
Nice kick from Willow Bell.
A short one, which is interesting in rugby. I mean, I used to play, it was always kick it as far away as possible to catch them down the pitch, but is that something that you like to look at, going a shorter kick and trying to put pressure on it straight away?
It just depends, really. I guess most people are at the back, speedy players in the back, you want to kick forward. Just depends on the wind as well.
Well, we tried a little kick over the MMU players there from Liverpool, but MMU coming away with it here, running out wide.
You want to get Katie down as soon as possible.
Oh, it's a massive run out wide. She's done the lot.
She's out.
Oh, yeah, just stepped out. I thought she was just tripped over, but good run there. Good run there for MMU, and have a line out here.
Exciting start.
Yeah, I think MMU will be looking for an early lead. In that game we saw here against Sheffield, I think they scored in the first 5 minutes, but then also conceded almost straight away. And it was a little bit cagey for a few minutes, but I think if MMU can get that first try and get their confidence going straight away, we should have a really good game for you.
Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking at the start of that game, but we easily got the win in the end.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, that game, because Sheffield actually looked quite good in the first 20 minutes, but then a bit of Amy Williams' masterclass magic, and they kind of fell away a little bit. And it was maybe not an unfair result. It definitely was deserved from you, but it was a tough day for them. Tough day for them there.
Penalty for us. Yeah, we struggled with Sheffield quite a lot last year.
And you just with the ball here, looking to press out wide in the right wing. Doing very well at the moment. Seems to be pushing Liverpool back more and more.
Nice.
Little simple pass there to number 7 for MMU. Who is that?
Katie Moore. Katie Moore is a player for us, and she's extremely well respected. She plays quite a lot for Sale Sharks as well, and her home team. So she's a busy girl.
3 teams on the bounce at once. I mean, yeah,
dedicated.
She must love her rugby. Yeah. Oh, Liverpool have actually come away with the ball here, and she's managed to cut through the lot. Oh, last line defence there for MMU, just slowing her down enough. MMU looking very grouped up around the ruck so far.
Yeah.
Is that something they've been looking at through the week?
I don't know about this week, but I know we do struggle with spacing out. I think everyone just wants to get involved and make sure that the ball doesn't get round the ruck, but you have to think about the wingers as well. But it just depends where the backs are standing. If they're standing close to everyone else, then there's no need to really spread out as much.
So we've just got a scrum here for you. Last time we were on, we had one of your fellow teammates. I was discussing with her the scrum rules nowadays, where you can just chuck it into your own team.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you think it's kind of pointless?
To be honest, yeah, I think it's extremely pointless. I think it's a bit unfair, but at the end of the day, if the other team knocks on the ball, then we should get an advantage.
Yeah, that is fair. As just someone who used to play in the scrum, I always liked at least the contest for it, but that's not the way it is anymore, unfortunately.
There are quite a lot of contests sometimes. We've been really doing well in the scrums past couple games.
What a powerful run there for MMU, but she's lost the ball away to Liverpool, and now they're out wide. This could be dangerous. Well tackled there from 12. A little bit of confusion. I mean, Liverpool are doing it as well, but they seem to be really grouping up around the ball so far this game, so it's going to be very tough to get good yardage, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot easier to see from up here through these cameras, and it's harder to see on the pitch, but it definitely is something that needs to be sorted.
Oh. It's easy to get maybe too involved with the ball, just because you want to get involved so badly, but
yeah.
I'm sure the coach will probably be sending a message of spread.
I am sure he will.
What's your coach like with you guys?
He is amazingly dedicated. His name's Adrian, and he is very, very passionate about us, and it really pushes us on to do as well as possible. He's got a full-time job. He lives in Bolton, I believe. Yeah. And he travels a long way every morning, every afternoon to see us. When we've got training at 7 in the morning, he leaves his house at 5. So he's extremely dedicated.
Yeah, fair play.
We're really, really thankful for him.
So just got a Liverpool line out for you here, just right underneath the camera. Tough one for the cameramen today. Straight to the first woman. Oh, well, they dropped the ball there, Liverpool, though, so MMU are coming away with it. They'll be looking to pass it out wide quickly if they can.
Amy's off.
That is a danger. I mean, she seems so light on the feet anyway, and she's got so much pace. This should be it. Amy Williams all the way through.
What a great
She's just too good. And straight in between the posts for a nice easy kick. Amy Williams, 5 minutes into the game, and that is 5-0 MMU.
What a try.
I mean, it's incredible that you can start to expect so much from someone with only a couple of games watched. I mean, it seems so standard for her just to get the ball and just blind past everyone. So much pace and so quick on her feet as well.
Yeah.
It seems impossible to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realise she was actually a fresher. I can't believe that.
Yeah. She was extremely quiet when she joined. We had no idea. Well, at least I didn't have any clue that she even ever played before. I knew she played football, but I didn't know about this rugby talent she's got that she kept in pocket for a while.
I mean, yeah, I guess she's just humble because she is red
Yes,
hot
I think so.
and seems unstoppable for many. So you've got the kick here. The conversions were a little bit of a struggle for MMU last time out, but this one should be reasonably straightforward, as it is straightforward. Nice, up and over.
Nice.
There it is, 7-0 to MMU, 6 minutes in. Great start for MMU, Charlotte. How would the guys be feeling?
Yeah, I think they'll be very happy. It's a great start. It's always nice to start a game with a try up. We just need to keep our heads up now and keep going. Lois here that just took the conversion, she forgot to tell us one day that she could actually take conversions.
And then just suddenly went, oh, I can do this.
Yeah, and
no
she
worries.
just scored it so easily. So, thank you.
A little bit of a fumble there from the kick from MMU. I think there might be a knock on. Yeah. You can see Lois, who's Lois, sorry, I always say Lois. I read it too American.
I didn't
Lois.
realise for a long time until she corrected me.
I mean, I know Amy is from Wales, so you can expect her to be good at rugby. Is Lois also? Because that's,
Yes,
I was about
yes,
to say
she
that
is,
name
yeah.
strings Welsh to me. So scrum down here. I think Liverpool have got the ball.
Interesting lineup there.
Yeah, the Liverpool players, they've been taking some interesting positions. I think maybe they've got some pre-made plays and tactics lined up for this game.
It didn't work.
Let's remember to be impartial here, come on. But yeah, that did not come off for them that time. MMU come over the ball, which they'll be very happy about. And if they can get another try now, they will be very, very happy with themselves. As you said, it's been a tough fixture for MMU. They've actually really struggled to win these games, even though the last one was the tightest. But I mean, from how this game's gone so far, it's all MMU. They want to keep this momentum going throughout the game.
It's looking good. Be a couple forwards balls. Hopefully gets into the hands of. Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of a fumble there, knock on. Waiting for Liverpool to get the ball. No, he didn't see an advantage, so Liverpool are going to have the ball there, penalty. How did you fracture your elbow?
I really don't know how it happened, but you're always taught when you play rugby to never put your arms out when you get tackled, and that's exactly what I did. I don't know how. I always carry the ball in my left hand, but somehow I put my left hand down and it's...
Did you keep playing?
No.
Oh,
God.
I honestly, the way you were saying that then is if you didn't know what happened. I thought you were going to say, nah, get playing and woke up the next day and couldn't move my arm.
No. Off instantly.
Yeah, I think the scrum has just collapsed there a little bit, which the ref is not happy with.
You can hear my coach in the background getting very passionate. You should hear it at the end of games.
And sorry if you hear any bad language on our Atmos mic up there. There is a few fans who are quite passionate for the game and often miss the fact there is a mic right in front of them. So scrum down here. Liverpool still got the ball. Trying to kick it long here. There is a Liverpool player chasing it. Oh, she's got a little kick touch on it. This could be it. Yes, and I... Oh no, the MMU girls seem to be clapping, so it looks like they've not conceded a try there.
Looks like she's knocked it on, or...
Yeah, sorry, that was tough to see in this angle. It looked, in my eyes, I thought Liverpool just scored a try, but then when I saw the MMU girls clapping, I thought it can't be. So yeah, she must have knocked it on at some point.
Wow, that's lucky.
That is lucky.
Good
MMU,
going for Willow.
they don't want to be losing concentration like that. They don't want to get such a good lead early doors and throw it all away for a little kick through. That's for sure.
No. Where's that ball?
But Liverpool chuck the ball in here now. Straight out to the 8. Picks up herself. She wants to go all alone. Well.
No.
Oh, and the ref has given a penalty there for LMU. So LMU coming away with the ball. Very unlucky for Liverpool. I thought they were on again for another try. The number 8 for Liverpool, who is Jemima Cameron. Unfortunate there that she had a good run on and just couldn't quite capitalise from it. So LMU have looked good, but a few little nervy moments here now. What does the coach say to you guys to make sure you keep your heads in the game?
It's usually just keep your heads up, play basic rugby until we get comfortable, and then start doing some fun stuff like plays. But for now, it's just going to be straight hands, forwards taking the ball in, then give it to Amy.
I mean, it's a funny thing that rugby players and coaches always seem to say. I know last we did interviews for the men's and women's game, both the coach said it, that rugby is a simple game, apparently, according to them, which I heavily disagree with. It's simple in some aspects, but generally I'd say it's actually quite complicated.
Yeah, I would agree. Simple when you know the rules.
Yeah, of course. So line out here, well taken from MMU.
Nice.
The looping pass,
Come
but
on.
I imagine they're looking for Amy. Oh, big kick in. She's getting chased. A little bit of Liverpool taking it though. A bit of pressure for her running backwards. Not what you want to do.
Great
well
tackle.
tackled.
Katie Moore.
I think that was Amy Williams there that came away with the ball from the ruck as well. Done very well to pop it up from the ground. Very heavily contested rucks at the moment, and they are really trying to turn over the ball there. Liverpool getting in very keenly. I think they're actually a little bit too keen there.
Yeah, it's sometimes good to just leave them to it, play our game. They can fight for the ball all they want.
Yeah, let them knacker themselves out.
Goes with a
LMU looking
run.
good here out wide. They've got a few players there on the overlap.
Katie's still going.
It's a bit stuck up in there though, so quite a few players around. Penalty there for Liverpool there, and she's taken it quickly, but I think she may regret that as she kicked it straight into the MMU player, and that's held up. Got a little bit of meterage or yardage, whichever you are, but not quite as much as they need. So just around the halfway line now. I think I could hear your coach again there.
Yeah, he's
shouting
very
instructions.
passionate, yeah.
I think the mic is almost in the opposite corner of the pitch as well, so if you can hear him, you know he's shouting.
It's loud. We need it though. Great tackle from Katie.
How much more comfortable is it for you guys playing here at Platt Lane rather than travelling away?
It's a very mental game. Definitely, especially if you sat on a bus all day from early hours of the morning, and to get off a bus and start playing and then get back on the bus at the end, it's very difficult. It's very long, and all the pitches are so different. Sometimes we're on AstroTurf, sometimes we're on grass. The worst pitch we have ever played on is Sheffield, because they're just on the top of a hill. Nothing that stops the wind from just blowing gales. It's just, your fingers feel like they're about to fall off when it's... We played them start of January last season. That was awful.
Yeah, no thank you.
No.
Yeah, definitely do not miss mid-winter fixtures, that is for sure.
I'm loving sitting up here at the moment, I really am.
I mean, who wouldn't, of course. I think everyone who's come up here has loved it so far, so that's a good advert. If anyone else who gets injured, you can join us.
Yep.
We'll always take you.
I recommend it.
It's just a line out here, MMU with the ball. There's quite a few fans out there, to be fair, as well today. Is that all the team's families and friends, or just it's just so good they can't help themselves?
Yeah, well, the third team for the men's has been cancelled, so I think it might be a lot of them. We got a stern warning today to stand behind the blue barriers rather than on the other side, because everyone keeps protruding onto the pitch.
Yeah, last week for the men's we had a few guys playing drums and going generally wild between the sideline and the barrier.
We did want to get some drums, but might be a bit off-putting.
Scrum down here. Looks like it's Liverpool on the ball. Looks like there's a bit of a conversation going on with the ref as well. I know one of them looked like they collapsed before, so I don't know if he's maybe just giving a little bit of a heads up of what he wants to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And this camera angle you can see right now, you feel spare a thought for Benji Glab down on the sideline, freezing his hands off. That was a big twist in scrum there, and I think the ref blames the Liverpool players. You're coming away with the ball here. They'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, good relief as well as to where it is on the pitch.
Yeah, it's just the other side of the halfway line, but yeah, you don't want to concede too much there. Big kick upfield. It looks like, is it staying in? No, it has gone out.
Knock on.
Also, MU with the ball again here now, so that has really paid dividends in there, keeping that kick in, and now in a very good position, MMU.
Yeah. Can't tell what's going better for us at the moment, no line outs or scrums, so we'll have to see if this goes in our favour.
I don't want to be rude to the MMU team, they are playing very well, but it seems to be quite a few mistakes in the Liverpool game at the moment. A few knock-ons and conceding the ball when it's been theirs an advantage and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think that would go down to?
Nerves, probably, because all the older girls probably know the scoreline previously against Liverpool, but these nerves will go very soon.
Great pass into space there. Amy Williams takes off once again, and here she goes for another easy try right next to the post. It's just too easy for her. She got a brilliant pass in and just had so much space there, bolted between the two, sidestep round another, and there you have it. Try number 2 for Amy Williams again. I mean, I think Amy Williams' name will be scarred into my mind if I keep doing the women's rugby again.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got the replay here, so it comes up quickly after the scrum. A little bit of interplay between number 10 there, and I think either the scrum half or the flanker. Yeah, and so she gets from the 12, gets it back, and then big open space for Amy there, which you just cannot afford her. I mean, Liverpool should have seen after that first try, you can't give her that kind of space.
No.
Attempted a tackle from the fullback, but absolutely no chance. Amy Williams takes it home once again. That is 12-0 to MMU, 18 minutes of the game gone. So a nice, reasonably straightforward kick again here for Lois. I'm sure she's very happy with Amy making sure she puts it as close to the post as possible.
Making the job easy. Got it. Nice.
Lovely little dink over the bar there for the conversion. So that is 14-0 to MMU. Look at that, 19 minutes, 14 points. MMU will be very happy so far. What kind of things does your coach say to you if you're half-time, winning by a few, but he doesn't want you to get complacent?
Exactly that. Don't get complacent. Play the game we were playing before we started winning. A lot of the time at half-time, we have been losing. But he's also very good at telling us what to do when that happens too.
Yeah, I think my coach is classic. Whether you're winning or losing, it's still 0-0 out there.
Yeah.
Always.
I think he started to give up when it was 55-5 against Leeds Beckett, but he was still fairly positive.
I think that was Amy Williams again there, just charging through people. She looks absolutely electric every time she plays there at Platt Lane, that's for sure. What's it like as well, just having that star player in the team? You can just always look for her for a pass.
Well, I don't think I've actually played with it yet because she came on for me as a sub when I did my arm. But watching her is pretty impressive, and she's done massive things for our team already.
And that was just Katie Moore there, just with a good charging run through the middle. From what I've seen of the team, you seem to have quite a good balance of strong forwards and really quick, nippy back line. Is it quite nice to have that good balance in the team?
Yes, I would say our back line is fairly small. When you look at other teams and you're standing there, you go, oh no, they are going to be running at me very shortly, but we've got the legs, we can run. Just run around them, it's easy.
So we've got another scrum here. I think it's an MMU ball from a knock-on from the Liverpool player a second ago. Just having a word there. He's not been happy with the scrum so far. Every single one, there's been at least a few seconds of chatting from him.
Yeah, it does get frustrating.
I mean, I've never had to do a scrum on AstroTurf. I know you're a 10, but is that not incredibly difficult to try and get any grip and traction?
It looks it. It definitely looks it. I prefer playing on AstroTurf, but I play a lot of sevens as well, so it really depends.
Definitely more of a mud than the old big metal studs guy.
No, not for me. Go on, Amy.
Yeah, here goes Amy again. What can she master now? Good little
Picks
run.
a hard route.
Fair play. If anyone can, she can at the moment. MMU here doing well, keeping Liverpool under a bit of pressure. Oh, lovely little dummy kick. Can she get back on this? Oh no, well taken by the Liverpool player there.
Nearly, very nearly.
Yeah, I like that. That little dummy kick. I thought it was about to go high, and then straight on the ground was...
Unlucky ball.
Yeah, just very unlucky. They didn't get back onto the end of it. Oh, a high tackle there the ref has called, which he's not happy with. You don't want to watch out for that. You don't want injuries or yellow cards, that's for sure.
It's being very vocal, which is a good thing.
Very short kick out there from Liverpool. You would have thought in the situation they're in, they would have tried to get that a little bit further down the line, but line out here.
Yeah, I don't think that was on purpose, and our fans seem to be very happy about that
Yeah,
ball.
there was a bit of a cheer there, which you probably picked up. Looks like one of the fans are taking the line out as well at the moment. There we go.
Got a ball boy.
To the appreciation of the fans again about the ball boy doing well. I mean, what is it like having fans on the sideline shouting what to do and how the game's going?
Especially when it's the rugby boys, they can get extremely loud, and sometimes it can be off-putting, but, you know, it's nice to have support.
Of course.
And it is tough away games when
it's the other way around.
It's the other way around, because sometimes a lot of people come and watch.
Yeah, it can be tough, especially if you're not playing well. To start getting some heat from the fans is never the best thing.
No, bit embarrassing.
Never done the old classic, oh, that's my hamstring gone, after a few alls from the crowd.
Yeah. Or just going to the other side of the pitch where they can't see you.
Have you always been a 10, or are you one of these backs that's played in every position around the back?
It was only this season when...
Oh my God.
Who got onto hold of the microphone?
Yeah, that was someone on the mic there that has literally just blown my eardrums off the scale. Apologies for that, people. That was horrific. Can we set Benji, our 6'4" cameraman, on those people?
Gonna get a telling off.
Yes, they are. That was horrific.
Rugby boys.
I think they're funny, but they're not even first teamers. There's a little bit of a stop in the play here. I think there may be an MMU player down injured, it looks like. Can't quite tell if it's an MMU or a Liverpool player, but someone is down and there's just a little bit of a stoppage in the game right now.
Got a lovely physio Naomi on it. She'll sort it out.
As I said before, it's super cold out there, so stuff like cramps and muscle problems seem to occur quite frequently. And I mean, fair play, I wouldn't go off the pitch if it was this cold as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got to be pretty injured to sit on the floor out there for a while, because that floor will be even colder than the air.
Yeah, it's not much fun. And when you're standing around waiting as well, it gets even worse. I'd rather play through half-time than go off for half-time sometimes, because it's just so unbearably cold.
I mean, I'd love to run a poll of the players and see how many agree with that, because that would definitely not be me. So it looks like play is about to resume here. And those naughty boys on the mic are about to go get a telling off from Vince.
Good.
Yeah, that honestly blew my eardrums a new level.
At least they were cheering for us, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. If they're Liverpool fans, it'd be much more annoying.
Yeah.
So scrum here. I mean, a little break like that as well, I just think it'd be good for Liverpool, maybe catch their breath a little bit, have a little bit of a team talk, and maybe not so great for MMU, break up your momentum.
Oh, it all depends really. I don't think anyone can afford to cool down at all in this temperature. So
Good little kick on attempted there from Liverpool. Not sure if the MMU player got a touch before it went out. I don't think they did, no. MMU ball, line out. Still discussions going on with the MMU player. It seems not heated necessarily, but there's definitely some chat going on. Oh, very, very powerful break up there.
Yeah, there's always a bit of chat going on around lineouts, and I've always been confused as a back, but let it happen, I guess.
A bit of ferocity and a bit of anger, and that confidence there was good. Oh, a little fakey.
Yeah, it worked. A little chat worked.
Nice, and cuts through the players again. Tries to go for a little return to the right wing. Not quite come off, but MMU still with the ball here.
I think something that we've been talked about a lot with Adrian is taking the ball back into contact, back where everyone is, and it's been happening quite a lot, so hopefully half-time chat that will be sorted out.
Trying to keep that physical game, keep everyone bunched up, and then looking to pop out wide when possible.
Yeah.
Liverpool on the ball here in a dangerous area. They do very well to get a try here. They definitely help their cause, but they've lost out the ball to MMU there. But I think there may have been a knock-on that actually took the ball, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it kind of bounced off her down off the ground. Couldn't quite get her hands on it. It was close, but Liverpool with the ball here in a dangerous area. MMU definitely do not want to concede now.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Scrum set and looked like there was a bit of collapsing and peeling off straight away there. MMU players weren't happy.
No, neither is the ref by the looks of it.
I mean, maybe it's fair reason that he's having a bit of a chat with them every time.
Yeah,
It is a hard art form, the scrum. When you've got so many people, 16 total pushing against each other, it can. If one person goes limp in any way, it does collapse quite easily. It can be very dangerous. I've definitely taken. I've had a few boots to the face from second row as it's collapsed before, and it is not fun.
Katie Mellor has been subbed on by the looks of it.
That's number 19, Katie Mellor. Who has she been subbed on for, do you think? What position does she play?
Good question.
We'll have a little look and get that to you as soon as we can. Was that maybe due to the injury? Do you reckon Katie Mellor maybe the person who was down before? No, not Katie Mellor who's down, but do you think she's come on for the person who was down before?
It looks like it might be... maybe... Oh, I don't know, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it can be tough to tell with this camera. And you've got the ball here. Number 1 for MU looks like she's struggling a little bit.
Katie Jones.
Hopefully she's all right. So MU the ball here. I mean, this has been classic for Liverpool so far this game. I think this is maybe the 3rd or 4th time in this game that they've been getting into a dangerous area down in MMU's end and just losing the ball to silly little mistakes. I'm not even sure what it was that time. Must be the problem with the scrum, but the ref wasn't happy MMU to come over the ball, and they're looking good out wide here. Bit of space. Well grabbed onto though.
Fighting hard to keep it in.
Passed off to Amy Williams though, and here she goes. Oh, she looked unstoppable for a second there, but well caught up between the Liverpool players.
Good offload. She seems to be struggling though a bit with her ankle.
Yeah, MMU will not want to see that.
No.
Definitely not. She looks like she's trying to take off her boot.
Maybe her boot just fell off.
Oh, and MMU on a big attack here.
Emily Downs,
Absolutely
amazing
tearing
player.
through. And she's giving it, I think that's number 15, is it?
Katie Cavill. She's an
Fullback.
amazing player too. Great run.
See, I mean, this is Liverpool's problem. They get all the way down to MMU end, concede a penalty, and MMU go straight back up to Liverpool end and put them under pressure again. But now MMU have taken a turn at doing that themselves.
Yeah.
Well tackled there, though. Letting her pass a little bit easy, but
Good tackle.
well tackled on the second attempt there. Sorry for how loud that plane is in the background. We're not that far from Manchester Airport. Oh, Liverpool player having great success running through here.
Strong ball carry that.
Yeah, very good carry indeed. Got stopped by the MMU wall at the moment, blue and orange wall. Again, they're really grouped up there in the middle. I don't know if they're just mirroring what Liverpool are doing or if that's a tactic from your coach, but yeah, it seems to be that about 12 of the 15 players were all right up in that area. They're not giving Liverpool any space through the centre.
I can assure you that the wingers are screaming to
Move wide.
cover, but
Sometimes it's easier said
sometimes
than
they get
done.
lost in translation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a feature of last week's game. Last women's game we watched on Matchday Live here. I was doing commentary, and quite a few just picking up the ball from a ruck, ran straight into someone, ruck down again and again and again, not really gaining much. And it seemed to be every time they actually passed it out wide quickly to Amy Williams or whoever was out on the wing, they'd get the try. And I think that's the only simple part of rugby is pass it wide and you will do well.
Yeah. Forwards want the ball, backs want the ball. So it's just hard to get the message across that there is space on the sides and that the backs do want the ball.
Yeah, it's a bit of a patience game, isn't it? Saying,
Yeah.
I may not get the ball 5 times in the next 5 minutes, but maybe that one time I get it, I'll be clear through and have a good running room.
Yeah.
So line out here, MMU on the ball. Just under 8 minutes until half time. MMU looking very strong so far and be going into half time very happy as long as they don't concede any silly tries now late on. Oof, almost well taken, but not quite. Liverpool come away with the ball.
Good tackle.
That number 8 for Liverpool seems very strong, that is for sure. She's had a couple run through and really given a heavy shoulder barge to anyone trying to get in her way. Not quite been able to come away with it yet, but
Yeah, every time we've played Liverpool, she's been there, so we know her quite well. Don't know her name, but I know
she's
the way she plays.
Lifetime student.
Yeah.
Never stops. Katie Cavill there for number 15. You get a little bit unlucky, a little bit of a fumble, drop the ball, and Liverpool have it here for a scrum. Yeah, Jemima Cameron. She is their captain as well, the
Okay.
number 8 for Liverpool, which doesn't surprise me
No.
because she seems dangerous.
Knows exactly what she's doing as well.
Whether it's right or wrong, women's rugby is not exactly considered the most female sport. When did you get into it?
I grew up living in Hong Kong, so our sport was sevens. So my first ever game of rugby, I was wearing Vans trainers, and I was only going to watch to see whether or not I liked it. And I was chucked on the wing, and so my 7th season I was a winger, and then I moved here for uni. I was
Sorry, how old were you then as well when that started?
15.
Oh, okay, so you only
Yeah,
played for a
not
few
too
years.
long. Yeah. I do prefer 7s, but 15 is good. Team game. Do enjoy
Really?
it as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Union man. Shout out to my brother, so I'm going to plug this for him. But the weekend just gone, played for the Wales amateur rugby league team. They did get trounced by England, unfortunately, but I'm not a massive rugby league man. I think I prefer Union. I think I like proper scrums, proper rucks, and proper amount of players on the pitch.
Yeah. I have been enjoying watching all the sport going on at the moment though. I have been watching a bit of league. But this is much better.
Yeah, I think Union is the real rugby game. That's what we're about. But then I think it also depends on your position. As someone who, when I played rugby, played as a forward, league and sevens is not my forte at all. Union is the only game that I was ever mildly effective in, for him at least, as a quick backline mainstayer. It's a good sport.
Yeah.
So refs having a little chat again here before another scrum. 5 minutes till half time. And you looking dominant in the driving seat at 14-0.
Let's put time off.
Unfortunately, I've missed the reason for this stop. But it looks like someone's actually just hobbled off onto the side of the pitch here, just in front of the raised area. I'm not sure if that's a Liverpool or MMU player. But hopefully they're all right. Never want to see injuries. I mean, from what I think I can see, it looks like a Liverpool player is warming up, but then they've got more players out there at the moment, so maybe it is an MMU player. I can't quite tell, sorry about that.
Strong ball carries for Liverpool there.
Yeah, Liverpool definitely growing into the game, doing a bit better on the ball, not quite so many knock-ons and fumbles and stuff.
I think we both are though, both sides.
Yeah, New Women's looking good as well. Good game so far. It's probably been a little bit more even than the scoreline suggests, but we cannot deny those two brilliant Amy Williams tries and two easy conversions. Liverpool will be hoping to get a try just before half-time. That would put them in a much, much better position for the second half. Oh, good tackle.
Wow.
Pushed her all the way back. I think that's Amy Williams again.
Yes,
Was it number 13?
of
I
course
mean,
it was.
she can attack, she can defend. What can't she do?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the
We're
Welsh
yet
for
to
you.
find out.
Oh, and they've come away with the ball here. This could be very dangerous. Oh, well stopped though, and the ball's dropped. I think it's going to be a Liverpool ball for a knock-on there. Unlucky Amy again. I mean, I'm sure you're all getting bored about us talking about her, but she just seems absolutely unstoppable.
Never. She deserves it.
Yeah, she could be special.
She needs to back herself more as well.
I think it's almost a classic sometimes with great athletes. They're either extremely outspoken or the exact opposite.
Too humble.
Nothing wrong with that though.
No.
Keep her working hard, training hard, and
Yeah, she's a hard worker.
carrying MMU to lots of tries and wins, hopefully.
Yeah.
We have a 20-man pack.
The last 2 minutes of the first half here. Line out, well taken by Jemima Cameron there for Liverpool. Liverpool hoping for a big last-minute push here in this half.
Good tackle.
Yeah, MMU tackling has been very good, to be fair. They have been doing very well to stop
Yeah,
Liverpool's
great
attack.
defence.
And MMU come away with the ball there. Surely the coach is saying to him, just keep the ball for another minute 13, kick it out when needs be. But I'm sure if you're a player down the pitch, you're thinking, F that, I want to score.
Yeah. Penalty for us too, so we are line out.
MMU doing well on the line out, so I mean both teams actually doing quite well on the line outs. A couple little fumbles here and there, but generally not losing the ball out. The MMU, I think they're getting a mental edge in the game, and they're psyching me out a little bit on the commentary team, where before every line out they have a little separate meeting a few metres away, and it's almost scary to watch. Like, they're so planned ahead. I mean, it hasn't come away from them there, unfortunately. But
yeah.
do you think it's half good for the tactics and also half, just to make the other team go, oh my God, why are they having a meeting about every line-out?
I think it might be getting a bit frustrating for Liverpool, but whatever works, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. If you can win the game and get them frustrated, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
20 seconds left in this half. Liverpool go for the kick. And Mew's going to pick it up nice and easy. Oh, little fakey there. See you later. Pass off. This could be very dangerous. This is not what Liverpool want to see late on in this half. Just holding the ball there instead of going for the pass once she knew she was wrapped up.
Oh.
Penalty there for Liverpool.
Kate's not happy about that.
I don't think she's very happy about much at that moment in time. Shouldn't look at. Oh, bit of a scrambling and fumbling there. We've now gone over the 40-minute mark, so this half could end at any point now. And we maybe going to try their luck with a late one. Here we go. What a pass that is. Number 10 for NMU. Ooh. I don't know if that's going to be very happy with the ref. And the fans are not happy either. I mean, she may have only had her arm in her shirt, but it looked a bit like she grabbed it by the hair then. It looked like it, definitely. Going to try and stay as impartial as possible, but yeah, did not look great there at all. And maybe that's the frustration from Liverpool there coming up.
It's just to grab nothing else. Please stay until it touches the foot. 10 times yours.
Kind of you discussing this. They want to get this late try in this half.
Here we go. Go, Florence. Please snap.
Just pushing them a little bit closer to their own try line here. There is a very nervous Charlotte next to me.
Yeah.
Trying to keep her cool, but also hoping for another try before half
It would
time.
be nice. It would be nice. It would calm the nerves a bit.
Yeah,
for the girls, definitely.
Yeah, Liverpool have definitely got better in this game as well. In this last 20 minutes since the second try went in, they have played a lot better. And yeah, maybe after a dominant half, it would be nice for MNU just to have a bit more of a lead.
Yeah.
Gone with that a little bit, but got away with it. Still MNU with the ball here. Big push through there.
Lovely.
And that is the end of the half. So that is half time. 14 for MMU, 0 for Union of Liverpool. We will shortly be joined pitchside with Amelia Tapford and maybe Benji Galabo as well. We will see. That'll be us from everything from us in the commentary team for this half, and see you in the second half.
It's half-time here at Platt Lane with Manchester Metropolitan University and the University of Liverpool Rugby at 14-0. Thank you to our commentary, Ed Tucker and Charlotte Nolan. We hope your arm gets better, Charlotte, and you can get back to rugby soon. We will be switching to the basketball against Newcastle on the final whistle, so stay with us. Earlier today I caught up with MMU head coach for basketball, Callum Jones.
Callum, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, so tonight is going to be a tough game. You know, Newcastle are a very strong team, lots of depth across the team. But, you know, we're coming in and looking to have a much better performance from the last time that we played against them, where we lost by 25 points. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
So you didn't have a great start to the season, but you got steadily better. What have you done?
Again, I think it's been down to a lot of new guys on the team, so we're still building our chemistry, getting familiar with each other. The guys have really been working hard. You know, last week we only lost by 6 points, so we are definitely getting better, and hopefully we can get that win today.
Okay, what is the morale like?
Yeah, it's good. I think we are a little bit frustrated we haven't got a win yet, but you know, unfortunately we've had a pretty terrible time with injuries and people missing games because of work commitments and placement commitments. We're almost at full strength tonight, so yeah, morale is not too bad.
So Newcastle is one of the stronger teams in the league with lots of experience in the lineup. How are you going to approach it?
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of talent. They have a couple of really outstanding guards, so we need to take care of them first and foremost. But they're very well disciplined. They're a very physical team. So we've addressed some of those things in practice, and we know what we have to do today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so
That's Callum Jones, basketball head coach for MMU, ahead of the 7 o'clock game against Newcastle. It's going to be a great game. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Stay with us.
apply all those lessons that you suddenly learned from being
are back here for the second half. Liverpool to kick to MMU. Hope you all enjoyed that little half-time show there. A little bit of a change of pace going into basketball, but we will be showing MMU basketball straight after this game. It may be a little bit tight of a turnaround. There should have been half an hour break, but obviously had that delayed start. So big second half here for MMU. They want to keep the momentum up for sure and not let Liverpool get back into this game, especially not early on.
Yeah, I think Liverpool is going to come back ready to score some tries now. So MMU look like they've already picked up the pace of it.
Yeah, looking very good so far. Oh, lovely little sidestep there and dummy pass. Amy Williams again. Oh, couldn't quite get the pass off, but she's done well. Yeah, we were just saying at half-time that we were surprised actually by the Liverpool performance early on in the half, and we were thinking that maybe they were almost surprised knowing that they've done quite well against us in the last few years. And I think Amy is just the best secret weapon you could ever have in a game of women's rugby at the moment.
Well, I think we've got an amazing pack of forwards as well that are just driving the ball forward very well. But of course, Amy is doing very well.
Liverpool with the ball there. Taking it a bit too quick. Pull it back.
Nine's a bit dangerous with those quick balls. Speedy.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the Liverpool tactics, is because every time they have a penalty or anything, they try and take it straight away.
Good
Start
tackle.
to run through there, but yeah, MMU doing well on defence. Got a nice second line there of backs who are doing well on their defensive duties as well as offensive. Oh, she got away from Amy there though, but taken down.
Hold your line, please.
And a penalty there for MMU. We're very happy with that, getting the ball in what was a little bit of a nervy situation actually, right down their own 5-yard line, far away from their home try line.
You are, please. No release.
Just getting a little bit of distance. We're going to see this little line-out team talk from MMU again. I don't know if they've been doing it every game. I'm sure I didn't notice it last time they did it, but they definitely every time seems to be a little bit of a discussion of what their plan is.
I have been watching them at training, and it seems like they've got lots of different plays, and I don't know whether or not they've added a couple, so they have to chat about them or not, but this one seems to be a lot quicker.
I think we used to just have weird calls. It would be like Komodo Dragon, chuck it to the back, something wild like that made no sense.
Yeah.
Try and confuse some boys who played too much rugby and taken too many hits to the head.
Yeah, good tactic.
Liverpool will come away with the ball there. There's that number 8 looking good again, in a rugby sense. Getting a bit scrappy in there at the moment. A lot of players all grouped up right in the centre there.
Yeah, would be wide to go. Would be wise to go wide.
Good run here from Liverpool, dangerous.
Ooh.
Oh, couldn't quite stop her before the try there. So Liverpool got themselves back into it with an early try here in the second half. That's 14-5. A little bit of a tougher kick, and MMU be hoping that they don't get the conversion, so they have at least a bit more daylight from them still. This is not what the MMU coach will want to see after such a good first half, defensively and offensively from MMU.
No.
To let it slip 5 minutes into the second half. Obviously, they're still ahead, but it's not a position you ever want to be in. The momentum is with Liverpool now a little bit, but you shouldn't give up. I mean, it's quite unlucky. It's probably the first real mistake they've made in defence, and it has cost them. They're doing very well so far in the game.
The defence has been very good, and hopefully that was just a one-off mistake.
Reasonably straight on kick here, maybe a little bit easier for a left footer than a right footer, but number 9 for Liverpool, that is Rebecca House. The scrum half should be able to get this conversion now. Oh no, just short. Good direction, but not enough power. So not a conversion for Liverpool, which MMU will definitely be happy about, but Liverpool being feeling much better after getting a try and getting themselves back into this game. 14-5 we continue for. And the kick here. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think
Not
that
gone
traveled
10,
far enough,
no.
did it? No. Unfortunate there. I mean, for those who have never attempted it themselves, kicking a rugby ball is not an easy thing to do, especially if you have to do the drop kick. I mean,
Yeah.
I can kick a rugby ball out my hands.
Yeah.
From a drop kick, no chance.
No.
It is incredibly hard to predict ball.
Sometimes I get lucky. Sometimes.
What, the 1 in
But then
100 time?
sometimes it just hits the floor and doesn't get back up.
Yeah, out the hands is not the worst thing in the world, but from the drop kick or from the tee,
Oh.
very, very difficult.
Very. Looks a lot easier than it actually is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in my secondary school we ended up just enlisting a fat footballer to come be our kicker on the rugby team, and he was our hooker as well, and he's about 5'3", but God, did he have a good right boat on him. And Liverpool tried to kick the ball through there, but a little bit of a fumble. I don't think it was a knock on though. Luckily, I think it went back to. But Liverpool have robbed the ball there off of the MMU fullback Katie Cavill and got their second try less than 2 minutes after getting there first. Could this be the downfall for MMU here after such a good first half?
Potentially. But I'm sure Adrian will have a chat. Attitude. Keep your heads up and attitude up.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate for MMU after such a good first half just to chuck it away in 7 minutes in the second half. I know they'll still be leading even if they convert this, but yeah.
I knew Liverpool would come back ready.
I mean, yeah, we were surprised by the lack of performance in the first half. I mean, they're acting as if the kick was taken there, but I'm actually not sure if they... No, they didn't get it. Oh. I'm mega confused right now, because I thought they were about to go for conversion, but I didn't see her take it. So just finding out for you there what happened. We actually missed that. I don't know if she took it really quick or what happened there.
Good carry for Ellie.
Apologies, I think we actually missed the conversion attempt due to the replay, which we're just going to try and find out for you now whether they converted that try or not. Yeah, sorry for the little bit of confusion there, but I'm sure we'll have the answers for you as soon as we possibly can. Scrum here.
This could be dangerous. We've got Charlotte now outside centre and she is speedy.
MMU doing well, they're coming away with the ball. Oh, lovely little fake. MMU could really do with a try here. Great
Lovely.
run. Who is that? Number 10 for
Willow
MMU.
Bell.
Willow Bell. Well done. What a run that was. Lovely little fake pass as well to turn the Liverpool player inside out. And again, comes into a nice central area as well with the try. So Lois has a good chance for this conversion. Yeah, look at that. I mean, Wills again, actually, I think Willow may have been one that we saw. That was actually unfortunately confusing with Amy as they're both blonde.
Yeah.
A little bit of short-sightedness from me last time they were out, and I think she scored in that game as well.
Willow's an amazing player. She plays a bit for Sale FC and Sale Sharks as well.
Well, yeah, we saw a touch of class there for sure, leaving the Liverpool players confused about where she was going, but where she was going was to score a try. So that is putting MMU in a much, much better position here, 19-10 before the conversion. So there's a bit of a glare from the floodlight there. Well done, cameraman. Great kick.
Oh, lovely.
Lois is having a brilliant game today. 3 for 3 on conversions, and that puts MMU 21-10 up and back in the driving seat. I think after those 2 tries, MMU needed that desperately. I mean, when you've been struggling, well, you've been doing so well, to have a quick turnaround and concede a couple tries can be very scary and can get in the team's head so easily. And
yeah.
I just have to say well done to MMU girls there for getting back into that, and a brilliant run from Willow Bell there after the scrum to get the 3rd MMU try and all converted, leaving them in a very strong position right now.
Very good deep kick.
It's the first deep kick from the start we've seen as well so far this game. Good attempted run as well, yeah, did quite well, made up a bit of distance. Well, there's a bit of something there with the Liverpool player coming out of the ruck, but Liverpool come away with the ball, and again taking their penalties quickly. It means you cannot switch off from MMU. They don't get a second to breathe. But MMU have come away with the ball here, which they'll be happy with. Go for a little kick. I would have maybe liked to see just a pass there and keep the ball a little bit, but
when you're under pressure, sometimes it's just better
of course.
to kick it.
And from up here on this angle, it's so easy to say what you should do. When you're actually down in the pitch and you only have a few seconds to decide, it's much different. But MMU looking better again. Definitely got their composure back a bit more since those 2 Liverpool tries.
Definitely.
But
it's easy to get complacent.
Yeah, and Liverpool are looking a lot better as well this half. They've looked more dangerous this half probably than they did in the whole first half. So they'll be happy with their performance at the moment, and they'll be trying to keep up these levels for the rest of this 28 minutes or so.
What if they were told at half-time is working? Yeah,
their coach will definitely earning his pay this week, especially if they can come back into this game and get any result from it.
Yeah.
Do you have a bit of the classic mentality of win the half if you can, if you're losing? That was another classic from our coaches, was you could keep getting battered about 45-0 at half time and you go, it's right boys, just win the second half.
You can say it, but it depends whether or not you can really think that. I can't. I definitely can't.
Ooh, little knock on there from Liverpool. Oh no, yeah, so that was a double knock on actually, it sounded like the ref was alluding to. And he said a blue ball, which is quite difficult when both the teams are wearing blue. I think by the looks of it, he means Liverpool in the dark blue, and not MMU in the slightly lighter, but also blue. The ref has a lovely accent. I'm quite enjoying it. It's cracking me up.
What is it?
Some sort of northerny something or other.
Not been listening. Oh yeah.
We rolled until then. It were a double knock on. I was quite enjoying it. Oh, look at this. Jemima Cameron for Liverpool again, as we were talking about the first half, danger player, and she does well with the run there. But MMU have come away with the ball. I'm not actually sure. Maybe she didn't release it when she was on the ground. I'm not sure what she did wrong there, but MMU have the ball here, and they'll be very happy about that. Yeah, very happy with that. This could be dangerous if they pass it again. Oh no, she goes alone. Is that Amy?
Yes.
Oh, danger. Another good pass out wide. Well tackled out. Oh no, looks like it has been kept in actually. I thought that had gone straight over the line. Maybe not. Maybe the coach just held her in a little bit. MMU a little bit sneaky there, knowing that Liverpool have been taking all of their penalties so quickly, actually left the ball back a bit of a further distance away from them so they could set back. No, very smart, very smart. Got a bit of an attempted pop-up pass there from the ground. Running through, but stopped well by a few MMU players there.
Lovely kick. And chase.
And you come away with the ball. Number 12 is that Amanda Ingham. Yeah. Good bit of running and passing. Oh, little fumble there, knock on, and Liverpool come away with the ball. Got an advantage here. Yeah, there we go, and he's pulled it back. Don't worry, folks, that full-time whistle was not for the rugby, it was for the lacrosse on the pitch next to the rugby. We still got a solid 25 minutes of entertainment for you here.
It's turning out to be a good game.
Yeah, I mean, it is what we expected. Maybe not such a dominant game from MMU, but we knew it would be tough and well fought, and it's definitely been that so far.
Yeah. Right at the start, I thought maybe it's a big, fairly easy game, but it's turning out to be, could be quite a challenge.
Well, I thought at half-time that MMU were cruising, but Liverpool showed that in the first 7 minutes of the second half that they were not a team to be left alone. Like, they can do damage themselves and definitely cannot get complacent from MMU, even with this lead now. But maybe that little shock has actually helped MMU a little bit now, just to make sure they do stay focused. I think they got a little bit lucky, maybe that Liverpool didn't convert either of their tries, so it kept them within winning distance. But yeah, I think maybe there's a little bit of a kick up the backside for MMU, and just to show that you cannot let this Liverpool team run wild.
No.
So scrum down here. Ball shape back, and the number 8 there, Jemima Cameron, again seems very happy with that little tactic of picking up the ball herself rather than the scrum off and just trying to charge through. She seems very strong, so it's definitely a tactic that I imagine has worked for them a few times. It's come off a few times in this game, not quite got them a try, but has put MMU under a bit of pressure. And
close, yeah.
Liverpool just doing a few short passes here, keeping the ball. Liverpool penalty, there you go again, always taking it quick. They do not have to give a second hesitation.
It's dangerous.
That is dangerous, but well taken down by MMU. Need to be strong here. Oh, and the Liverpool. How many times this game have we seen it? I don't want to be rude to the Liverpool team, but they've got themselves into deep into the MMU end beyond the 22, and at least 4 or 5 times this game have then knocked it on or not released and done something wrong, which has ended up with an MMU ball. And it's just so exactly what MMU need. It makes it so much easier for them to defend, knowing that they can pick up the ball at their 5-yard line and do it themselves rather than having to keep defending. Oh, but he wasn't happy with the take there, I think, the penalty. So he's going for a scrum, actually, the one. Personally, I couldn't tell you what was wrong with that, but this is the ref's game and he didn't like it, so now we have a scrum. And he didn't need that as well. That's maybe, I don't know, I'm not actually sure what she did wrong, so it's hard to comment on what it was, but maybe she just rushed it a little bit and definitely put them back into a dangerous position here for MMU. We need some good defending now, keeping solid on that line. A little bit of well tackled. It's always good to see her back. Do a good tackle. And I think Liverpool, again, a few minutes later, they're in a dangerous position, 5-yard line, and they've conceded a penalty and given MMU the ball. It's making MMU's defensive game just so much easier, because I think that is literally 6 times now, maybe, that they've done that beyond the 22, and
just looks like they're holding onto the ball.
Yeah, I think it is, and a few knock-ons and stuff, and I'm sure that's something the coach will not be happy with. To get into those kind of positions and just lose the ball in such simple ways is never good for your team. And you think if even 3 of those 6 or 7 times hadn't happened, they may have 3 more tries right now and be like 30, 31, 21 up. But
because every time they're going up to the try line looking like they're about to score.
Yeah, they're getting themselves into good positions, but then it's always just that last tackle that seems to end up with MMU taking the ball instead.
Yeah.
And you doing well here. Good passing running. Oh, here we go. It's the one we already know. Do we even say her name? She's absolutely tearing down the pitch. Number 15 for Liverpool, doing very well to catch up with her though, but it's just not enough. And there she goes again. Amy Williams, hat-trick again on Matchday Live. What a player. A lovely run, a lovely try right at the end, and I just don't know what to say about her that we haven't already said. She is unstoppable today, and she was last time we saw her here.
Yeah.
A real asset for the MMU team to have a player like that who's just so dangerous on the ball. Every time she gets it, she looks like she could do something. See here, good passing as well after that line out. And a little step between 2 players, little handoff. Fullback tries it, little step round you as well. See you later. 15, you think you've got me? No, I'll put on the afterburners. See you later. Try
so
time.
Quick with the feet as well.
Yeah, it's funny then, because it was almost like she wasn't actually giving it the full beans. Number 15 gets close to it and she goes, oh, no. Don't worry, I'm only in second gear, and I'm gone again. And wow, great try again from Amy Williams, and 26-10 MMU right now against Liverpool. Hoping for a 4th conversion of the night. I mean, Lois will be very happy with her game as well. She's been doing pretty well, and she can put this one away.
Lovely placement again. Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, they're doing very well to run that ball in near the post. There
Lovely.
It is. Yes, another conversion. 4 for 4 for Lois. 8 points on the board just from kicking. And doing very well. MMU here back into the driving seat. A little bit of nerves maybe in that first 7 minutes of the second half, but MMU looking good again now. Doing so well on the attack, and they just seem to burst up the field with such pace and a bit of trickery, sidesteps, fake passes, which Liverpool just haven't been able to take control of so far this game.
No, it's great. I think that's what we needed. Liverpool to score a couple tries, let them think they're back in the game. And
yeah, do you think maybe at the end of that second half, not saying they're getting complacent or lazy, but maybe they're taking it a little bit easier than they should have been, and they came into the second half with that same attitude, conceded those 2 tries, and they got that.
Probably, but it's hard not to.
Yeah, of course. I'm not trying to criticise the team, they've done very well. But yeah, I think maybe that little shock of those 2 tries has just put that firework behind MMU again, and now they are firing all cylinders again, looking the dominant team, looking well deserving of a win at the moment. I mean, 28-10 as well is a big lead so far.
Yeah, lovely place to be.
Yeah, those last 90 minutes as well, tiring, very tiring, and knowing that you're winning at least gives you that little extra pep, so hopefully they can keep that going.
Yeah.
Ooh, good run
Lovely
here.
Run.
Yeah, not going down too easy.
No.
Well done.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She wasn't releasing there, but
no.
Liverpool come away with the ball.
She looks injured too.
Yeah, is that number 15, Katie Cavill?
I think we've had Charlotte Bradley come off as well with injury.
Katie's had a bit of a mixed bag of a game. She's had some really good moments and a couple little fumbles and drops, isn't she? But she doesn't look like she's in good ways there.
No.
Hopefully she's not too bad. Hopefully it's just a cramp, not any proper injury.
Hopefully. She's been getting into the game now. She had a rough first half, but she's getting there. She's a great player.
She had quite a difficult job there as well, being right out of the back.
Yeah. Last line of defence.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
She's breathing quite heavy there.
Oh, she just did a massive run.
Yeah. Just worried that she's in quite a lot of pain, but hopefully it's just a bit of a muscle problem and nothing too serious. We definitely want to see her back in the team next time we're live on Matchday Live. So
yeah, she's good to watch.
This little break in play though, a bit like the half-time break. I mean, you need to make sure they do not drop off here. They've been doing so well in this second half, and they just need to keep these levels up. And if they do, I could easily see them scoring again before the end of the game.
Oh, definitely.
It's always in the locker when you've got players like Amy Williams and Willow Bell.
Yeah. I'd love to see a forwards try because we've got some great forwards on. Very powerful.
Yeah, something special about it, doesn't seem just charge through about 4 players and
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
bang, big hand down the line. So we can hype. Liverpool doing well there, charge through a little bit, get themselves into a dangerous position. They'll be really hoping not to have another turnover from a silly penalty. Yeah, number 8, she seems so keen to just throw herself into the MMU wall as much as possible. Oh, good run there, dangerous position just beyond the 5-yard line. Oh, MMU need to stop them here. They're getting a little bit more every run at the moment. It's a bit of a maul. Some players are going down though, it might fall apart. The ball's down low on the ground. MMU trying to charge through there and get ahead of it. Almost. Actually a good attempt there from MMU player.
It's looking dangerous.
This could be it. Well stopped there. Number 6, Emily Downs, well tackled. Oh, I'm surprised he's given that.
Yeah.
It looked like it slipped out of her hand, and normally you have to have a bit of a control. Yeah, we are calling for a VAR check up here. I'm not sure if that would be given with a camera check on them. Oh, is the MMU player okay there? She's holding her neck as well. That's something you really don't want to see ever. Yeah, I think she's underneath the Liverpool player as she drops down right on her neck. Hopefully she's all right. Yeah, that is
her first game back after injury too.
Oh, that's not what you want to hear at all.
No.
Yeah, neck and back stuff is always horrible as well. It's not ever what you want to see. Just waiting now. She's still getting treated. It's not ever what you want to see, that.
No. I do know she struggles a bit with her back.
Let's hope it'd be a horrible story to see her come back from injury just to get injured again. Let's really hope that's not what's happening right now.
It's a frustrating sport.
Hopefully maybe it's just had the wind knocked out of her or something on the way down, but it didn't look fun in there. And
no.
Obviously we got distracted a little bit then. Instead of talking about the try, talking about the injury, of course. That's a bit more important, but yeah, I think that try's a little bit fortunate for Liverpool. It looked like as soon as it hit the ground, it popped straight out of her hand, and normally for a try to count, you have to have control of the ball as it hits the ground, and I don't really see how you can have that if it pops up straight out of your hand as soon as you touch it down, but the ref's given it, and fair play, it's the ref's game, he can decide that. Liverpool will be hoping to convert this one, their first conversion of the game if they can, get themselves a little bit closer to MMU. And you've had a few subs as well, a couple injury subs.
A couple injuries, yeah.
That can be tough as well, when a new player comes on. Obviously, they may have fresh legs, but sometimes a little bit of the chemistry maybe can go off. But
very disjointed game once people start coming on and off.
How competitive is your squad? Are the subs quite often actually starting, or is your kind of starting 15 quite locked down?
Most of the time it's locked down. We've got Alice, she's a sub at the moment because she's playing for Sale on Saturday, so she can only play a certain amount of the game, so I'm sure we'll see her if needs be at some point. A couple of the subs are newer players. We've got Chloe Dale, this would be her first game if she comes on, so hopefully we can see a bit of her.
Yeah, I think I may have seen number 22 actually for MMU. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might have. So if it is, congratulations to her for her first MMU game. As you said, Willow Bell playing for Sale and Alice Iwaneko. Apologies if that is not the correct pronunciation.
We've got Katie Moore as well. She's played a couple games.
So how do they balance playing for a club and playing for university rugby?
Brutal, and I don't know how they do it. It's dedication. I saw Willow was at training yesterday for Sale, and she's playing today.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't imagine it. I think if you're doing uni training Monday, club training Tuesday, uni game Wednesday, club game on the weekend. That
University during the day.
Oh my God, that must be tough, and well done to them.
Yeah.
I think can't quite see if she's still down the ground here. Really hoping she's got up now.
I think she's still down.
That is not what you want to see, especially with neck and back stuff.
It's important to make sure she doesn't move.
Yeah, that could be bad. There is a medical crew on site at the moment. There always is on our game days. Hopefully it's not too serious. Liverpool just standing over their kick here.
Got jackets coming over to make her warm.
Hopefully she's alright. This is really not what you ever want to see.
No, it's awful. It's a nasty part of the game.
Yeah, rugby is a game for tough people and don't pick up injuries like a lot of other sports, but when they do get an injury it can be bad, as you know, with a fractured elbow, as your poor teammate out there with a problem with her neck or back knows all too well right now, and we're just hoping that she's alright.
Yeah. It's hard to say who not know what happened.
Yeah, it just looked like as the try came in, the Liverpool players come right over the top, and she's got caught underneath the Liverpool player who's diving over. And I think that Liverpool players landed on top of her head or neck or back and just smashed her into the ground. And I mean, that's making my back go a little bit just thinking about it. We really hope that she is okay, and it's just maybe a bit more of a shock and a bit more of the cold that's creating the problems rather than a severe injury. Yeah, I'm still chatting away to her though. How hard is this for the players as well, Charlotte? Seeing someone, a teammate, a friend go down and not be in a good way.
It's tough. It's tough to keep in a huddle and not look over, not go and check if she's okay. It's brutal. And to have to continue a game knowing there's been so many injuries is really scary. We have had to stop one game fairly short because of a bad injury, and there's no way we would have kept going. It's so nasty to have to do.
Yeah, and it's just so hard for your team morale, even when you're winning. You know, to win a game but lose a teammate to a bad injury is always sour and not what you want to see. And we just got to hope that she's not too injured and she can have a speedy recovery. As you can see there, just the Liverpool players taking a little break just for a little bit of passing round. Coach is probably trying to get a bit of a message to them to try and take this last 14 minutes of the game if we resume, take it to MMU a bit. I think down the opposite end, even though you can't see that, I think the MMU girls are doing a bit of a similar, bit of passing around and just keeping the legs warm. It's all you can do really in this kind of situation. It's so hard on the players, but you know, they've got to try and focus on the game as much as possible, and as horrible as that sounds, that's their objective right now, and they just need to keep themselves warmed up and moving, that's for sure. It's been a good game so far, and it's sad to see a stop like this for a bad injury when it's actually been so entertaining, especially the second half. I mean, how many points have we seen? 29 points in the second half, I think it has been, and been really entertaining, really end-to-end tries and conversions going in. And it's just so unfortunate for us to have to stop like this for an injury when the game's been going so well.
It's tough for momentum as well. It's good that they're warming up though.
Yeah, you just
got
to keep yourself going. But I mean, I know both teams are doing it, but it's just not really what you need after 66 minutes of rugby already. A bit more warm-up is probably a bit horrible, but I think if you stop now, your legs will just seize up too much. They've got to keep going and try and just focus on the game and hopefully get the win for their teammate. very different setups of the little training session that's going on. MMU Women's are quite close together, just passing it around in the like try area, but Liverpool doing a bit the opposite. They're going quite far apart, big distance, bit more space and passing. Maybe that's maybe they're thinking about tactics for the rest of the game. We've seen MMU quite effectively have a few shorter passes, which has then led to a couple wide passes and a try. So maybe this little short, narrow passing game is something they want to try to get in as much as possible.
Potentially.
She's still down here, and it's just tough. It's not
Yeah.
what you want to see as a fan. It's not what you want to see as a commentator. It's not what you want to see as a team.
Hopefully they're just taking all the precautions and not moving her.
Yeah, that's the big thing, isn't it? With neck and back injuries, you really cannot risk it. If there is any serious damage, any amount of movement can make it infinitely worse. So I'm sure they're just trying to be as precautionary as possible and hoping she is all right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nice. For anyone who's tuning in for the basketball after this game, it was going to be a bit of a tight turnaround anyway, but with this stoppage as well, it may be almost instantaneous. We may be a little minute behind for the start of the basketball, but we'll get that to you as soon as we possibly can. Charlotte, I know the men's team have internationals in it from other countries. Do you know if you guys have got anyone from faraway lands?
We have Tiffany and SM, both from Hong Kong. I have played against Tiffany when I lived in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I did recognise her, and we have lots of mutual friends.
Opposition in Hong Kong, friends in Manchester.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a story on its own.
Yeah, yeah. And I think
Small
that's
world.
about it.
Obviously, the Welsh girls have come from another country, technically, but you don't quite need a passport.
No.
And you lady there just practicing her line out over the conversion
Yeah.
bar. Well
Pretty
done.
good one too.
Yeah, it was quite high, that.
That's Beth. She's a first year as well.
He's just trying to nail down that spiral. And there you see the classic northern man who is in shorts when it is literally 5 degrees out there. It is horrifically cold. And he's
Bald
wearing
man in
shorts and a hoodie.
shorts.
Yeah. Put a Greg Sostrol in his hand and you would know he's northern just from the look. That is incredible.
Well, actually, if that's Beth's dad, he's southern.
Oh, he's just real confident about getting his legs out in the freezing cold.
I guess so. Maybe he thought it was a bit warmer up here.
He is dreaming. I mean, I'm impressed that he's out there doing it. Oh, little Senglander thinks he's playing American football. Sorry that this commentary has turned into commentating on a girl and her dad warming up, but unfortunately we have to try and keep it a little bit lighter when actually we have stopped for a bit of a sad reason. I think both the teams have looking like they've stopped a bit here. I'm not sure what's actually happening right now. Seems to be a lot of people running onto the pitch for a talk. I mean, hopefully the game isn't called there, but if the injury's serious, there's things that are more important than a uni game of rugby. But I think both teams taking this opportunity just to have a little bit of a chat, keep their heads up, keep the momentum. Again, I apologise for this delay, guys. There's not much we can do really when it comes to neck and back injuries. You have to take every precaution. We do not want to see our MMU players getting severely injured in our games here, especially not on Platt Lane, our amazing home ground. Not 100% sure if this game's going to continue, to be honest. It's been such a long pause I mean, the ref's saying something.
Yeah, but Katie's not moving.
No, that does not fill me with expectation.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they've called the game there. So sorry for that, guys. The game has been called early due to a bad injury, which is very upsetting. But all in all, a good win for MMU. 28-15 in the end. Lots of tries, lots of conversions. Well played by the MMU guys again. Amy Williams stand out once again. Willow Bell with a brilliant try as well. Liverpool got themselves back into the game at times. Those 2 quick tries after the start of the second half looked like they could get right back into it. But MMU took the lead again with 2 more. Well, continued their lead and took 2 more to get themselves back into that dominant position. And we've just unfortunately had to call short here for an injury. But well done to all the girls, and thank you all for watching. We will stop this stream now, and we'll be back with you for basketball in about 15 minutes' time. We may be out live a little bit before that for anyone who's watching. So thank you, Charlotte, and
Thank you very much for having me.
no problem. We'll come anytime. Cheers.
I'm here to bring you the co-commentary with Jack.
Mary.
There we go.
So today we've got Newcastle University going into the season 4-1. They beat Loughborough twice, which, you know, if you know university basketball, that is very impressive. Here we've got MMU's starting lineup. The bench is bigger than that, funnily enough, it's just not.
I mean, we've got big hopes coming into this game for MMU. It's a very tough game.
Yeah, it's not been a great season for the.
Yeah, it's not been the greatest performances, but the game today should shine a bit of light on the skills that they have.
I spoke to the MMU coach before the game. He wants this to be a bit of a turning point in the season. We'll see what happens. The man with the mullet there.
Tip-off goes to Newcastle's possession. Yeah, MMU on the attack.
Go run. Ooh. That's a 2 for MMU. We're winning.
There we go, positive performance.
Yeah, off to a good start. But Newcastle are coming back strong.
Yeah, they don't look shook at all from this. They look.
No, oh, the turnover of play.
Togo for the layup.
Boom. 4-0.
There we go. Great start from the boys.
No, everything I said before was wrong. And then you're actually amazing.
Well,
we'll see what happens. It's only been a minute, but
yeah, after that great start from MMU, Newcastle seemed a bit shook.
Yeah, MMU tipped that out as well.
Yeah, they just pushed it out of play.
Very good start from MMU. This is their full-strength team as well. For the first time this season, so coming into this game positively. It's number 5 running with the ball, Tyrell Brown.
The captain of the MMU team.
Yeah.
Here's Togo.
Good player. Got a little
nice close dribbling there. Put it under the rim. Come for the shot and he's converted.
No. That is Saul May. Is that basket?
MMU coming off strong in the start in this game.
An unexpected start from the Manchester boys. Beating the Newcastle University. Number 9 running through, Lee Hayes. That's number 17. Ooh.
For the free!
Ooh. Unfortunate. Togo's running on the counter. Still with the ball. Number 5, Tyrell Brown, the captain. What will he do? He's got through.
Driving under
the
net.
Oh.
The ref did blow the whistle there before the shot was converted.
Free throws. Not free throws.
They go under the hoop.
Well, matter anyway. 8-0 to MMU. Off to a fantastic start.
We have to say, if you're not familiar with basketball, you do understand that 8 points really isn't that big of a lead in basketball.
No, it's not.
That can be switched over in 2 minutes. So hopefully MMU can keep the 6-point deficit that they're in now.
It's better than the last couple of games. So got trounced by Nottingham last time we're streaming on this channel. So hopefully. Free. Way too short there. Newcastle on the counter. Got a lot of Americans on the Newcastle team, surprisingly. That half the team, I think. Expect them for.
The free.
Unlucky.
Unfortunately, the frees are just not seeming to land right now.
No, maybe you need to work it into that paint a bit more.
Yeah, we might see in maybe the second or third quarter a bit more of the free shots.
So the free again. Missed it. We need to stop doing that. It's not working, don't go for it. Change up your play.
Togo out wide. Here's Brown.
Out off number 5. Hayes. Yeah, shocking start here.
I mean, none of us at the commentary team were expecting this start from MMU.
No.
Especially with the form that Newcastle are in.
No. Kemis was very confident as well, laughing and joking before the game. Maybe they weren't taking the game too seriously, and MMU's taught them a little lesson here. Oh!
And again, ring around the rim.
Charlie Britton. Make it 10-2. Little timeout here.
Forced a timeout from the Newcastle team.
Very good start from MU here.
Yeah, I mean, if you were the Newcastle manager now, what would you be saying?
I don't know, mate. They haven't played badly. They've just been a bit sloppy in the start, losing too many balls, turned over a couple of times as well.
Yeah, honestly, you'd have to say Man Met have just been on a different level right now.
Yeah, they're playing cohesively. They look like a team. They're playing really well.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for the Nottingham Trent and MMU game that was streamed on this channel a few weeks ago now. And when they were playing, it was just like there was a few star players, but there was no real teamwork.
They've got a star player from that game out as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. So coming into this game, MMU, they have a few players where it's like they can change the tide of the game, but they don't really work as a team. But right now, they're showing the teamwork.
Yeah, well, the full strength team, it looks like this could be a turning point in the season early on.
Yeah, I mean, 10-2 over Newcastle. Obviously, we're only in the first quarter. But if they end this quarter strong, maybe 20, maybe 15 points even, it's a strong. They can take that into the break and maybe carry on that momentum.
Yeah, Newcastle need to come back here, though. It's not looking great for them at the minute. They just need to work it into that pace, stop going for the threes. It's not worked. I think it's 0 out of 4 right now. They've gone for it again.
Gone for it again.
Misses again. I don't understand what they're doing. But
you have to wonder if the Newcastle coach is saying to them, just go for it.
No, he's not. I spoke to him before the game. He's a very calm man. He's very quiet. He was nice actually, but he's just sat there. Whereas our coach Callum, up and down that touchline.
Yeah, you'd have to say it's very big difference in the managerial style.
You were there?
Yeah,
Reed to number 9 goes out after the number 9 is Lee Hazer. Just getting used to these names. I've been around for about an hour getting these team sheets, so be thankful. Yes.
There's Nottingham on the attack. Oh, sorry, Newcastle.
I'd be going to going back. The turnover from MMU. They look cohesive. They look very good. Who looks back to
out wide?
Back to number 5. Not too sure what happened there, to be honest. We are not basketball experts, as you might be able to tell. But what we are experts at is commentary, so, you know.
Yeah, don't expect no amazing commentary, but...
No, you've got to expect amazing commentary.
Okay, there we go. Newcastle got 2 back there.
Nearly halfway through the quarter. Only still looking strong, I'm looking cohesive.
There we go, Brown on the ball in possession for Togo. Right into the middle.
Back to 13. Newcastle couldn't steal it there.
Togo
wide. Beautifully. Unfortunate.
Oh, the rim. Oh no! bit of unluck there. Bit of bad luck.
Unluck.
Yeah, I mean, new word being created every day.
Well, it's unlucky for sure.
Yeah, true. There you go, Newcastle on the attack. Out wide. He's going to shoot for the free.
Well, he nearly lost it. Maybe.
Nice pump there.
Oh, great block from the 13 there.
Good possession out wide. Right into the middle, here's Brown. Come for the free.
Oh!
Sunk in.
Elgin. Very good.
Nothing but net there.
Nothing but net. And Mr. Elgin there. Oh, will
how can Newcastle respond?
No. Yeah, we got to lay it.
I mean, there's a 7-point deficit here for Newcastle to come back if they want to try and win this first quarter.
Well, Manchester get the first 3 of the game. There must have been about 6-7 attempts so far. Mainly from the Newcastle team. They're doing it after it didn't work for 3 minutes.
Yeah, but you'd have to say, it wouldn't surprise me if in the second quarter they come out warmed up, ready, and just taking loads of frees on frees and just sinking them all.
We'll see. hopefully they can get a bit more warmed up, a bit more cohesive. Get the wrist up a little bit.
There we go, here's Newcastle.
Number 11,
Possession.
17 maybe. No. Going for the...
Under the rim.
Newcastle making a little comeback here. 13-8. Not too bad. Oh no, that's a free throw. We're not very good at seeing either, so bear with us today. We'll get there.
I mean, if they can convert this free throw, they'll get a bit more. They'll close the deficit a little bit.
Yeah, within 4, only 2 twos. Nearly half of the game left. So I go in the white leg sleeve there, moving with the ball.
You'd have to say, Togo's agility when he's in possession of the ball is dribbling.
He's not lost it yet. He's got great hands.
Oh, he looked like he was going to shoot for a free there.
Yeah, I thought he was
not to.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Lucky there.
Just a bit off balance, maybe on the jump. Newcastle looked to reply instantly through the paint. With a good pass that can convert.
So unlucky there. I really thought personally that he was going to take the shot.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunate from Togo there.
Well, MMU do win the ball back.
Yeah. Both teams are in this game now. Newcastle have warmed up. MMU still settled into this game. Very good.
Another timeout though. Not sure who called it this time, but you'd have to say it's not wise using all these timeouts.
No, 2 in the first quarter.
Well, I mean, 13-9 isn't an awful scoreline for MMU, considering how the way they're playing. You'd have to say that it'd be maybe 15-9, 16-9.
Yeah, they probably deserve a couple more points. Especially with how the season's gone this year as well. They'll be very happy with us. Starts the first quarter, starts the game.
Yeah, if they can maintain this lead into the end of the first quarter, I have to say, coming out into the second.
Yeah, they must feel confident.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Both coaches going through their teams here. Both teams for speaking.
Yeah, morale's still high. No team's getting stomped, no teams destroying, no teams taking over. It's kind of...
Very even game.
Yeah, you wouldn't say one team's in control completely here.
No, it's end-to-end stuff.
But
attacking basketball.
That is quite common in basketball. End-to-end, always action, there's always something to see, there's always something to watch.
Yeah, I'd be knackered. Ball goes out of play there. Number 17, really.
Newcastle to restart.
Number 5 now. Go for it. Look straight off the plate maybe. Go back to the centre. He steps that down there. Yeah.
Here we go. See if MMU can get a point from this restart. Togo in possession into the middle.
There we go.
Out wide.
3.
No,
Oh,
unfortunately, just didn't sink it that time.
It's off the rim. Number 11. Foul. This is a much more even game after this first 5-6 minutes.
Here we go. Newcastle's created some space here.
He's running through the ball.
That was almost too easy for him. He kind of had a free shot there.
Yeah, no one around him.
Yeah, just couldn't convert it, unfortunately.
Oh, so good. Missed a little bit there. They're running with the ball. What's this one?
He shoots it anyway. Off the rim. Here we go, a little restart here for MMU. They've took a substitution. That is number 10, Govan going off for number 9.
Weaver.
See if this will increase the lead that they could have over Newcastle going into the first.
First city again, I think.
Out wide.
Weaver. Can't convert. Unfortunate.
We've seen that a lot this game, a lot of missed threes, like.
Yeah, a lot of long distance shooting, but nothing's going through.
Yeah, you'd have to say, to shoot these threes, you have to have confidence. But the confidence isn't being backed up by the skill right now.
No. Both teams seem confident, very happy playing, but maybe it's
out wide.
Points so far.
So the close dribbling just wins it for him. Managed to draw a foul as well, get the free throw.
He's lost his little leg sleeve.
Oh yeah, good spot, I didn't even realise that.
He's going to time out, must be annoying him. Bit hot maybe.
So it's 15-9 now for MMU. If Togo can convert this free throw, it'll get it to 16-9, 7-point deficit again.
If they keep the 7-point deficit into the first quarter, I'll be very happy with that view. Especially not being favourites for the game at the tip-off. Convert.
Swish. Straight net.
Number 11 running through. Stopped. By an MMU player there. Newcastle coming to this game with 3 injuries. You can see on the bench there, only with the 3 subs.
He looked ready to shoot for the 3 there. Decided not to.
Takes it. Comes through. Oh, it's unfortunate. That's the Newcastle out there. Could have really put that.
Yeah, number 5 there, I believe that's Hayes for Newcastle. Hasn't had the greatest conversion with his shots. A lot of them, they seem to be open shots, free shots. He gets in really good positions, just can't convert.
The hands and the dribbling are perfect, but when he gets that net, it's not going for him. Yeah. So good. Oh,
a little bit of showboat in there.
Getting confident, getting cocky.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't blame him for doing that.
No, he's had a great game. He's been the best player in the field so far.
Shot for the free. Just as I was saying, Hayes wasn't converted.
Because that
out of nowhere free.
Must be airing us.
Yeah, a bit of motivation for the boys.
Yeah.
But that free has managed to reduce the deficit all the way down to just 4 points. Oh, and they bring it back to
18, 12, 6 points up. Coming through, can we get it to go? No, a bit high.
You'd have to say as well, Newcastle, they seem to be pump faking at the edge of the free every single time. And MMU seems to fall for it because they are a threat from the free.
Yeah, they're scared of the shooting, but I don't know.
Well, it seems to be every time they are shooting, it's not converting, so
yeah.
Honestly, if I was MMU, I wouldn't stress too much about the pump fakes, but they are.
Follow the player, not the ball.
Here's Newcastle for a free throw, see if they can convert it.
Let's bring back to a 5-point deficit.
Yep, since that one, signing goal 2 for 2 now. There has been no free throws missed this game.
No.
See if
very
this
impressive.
is the first one.
I think he's covered it. Oh,
no.
I jinxed it.
Honestly, you have to say, was that a tactical miss? Because in basketball, there are times where you miss the second free throw on purpose and the ball goes into play and you try and get 2 points from the rebound. But
nearly, but it didn't come off if it was.
yeah, unfortunately, you just didn't even know that.
I think I'd rather go for the certain point rather than
Togo on possession.
it's number 8, the lean machine. That's cool.
Oh, Togo, you
the star
dangerous
boy.
player.
The star boy for LMU today. He must be loving life.
He's enjoying himself clearly this game.
Got a little chant from the crowd there as well.
Out wide for Newcastle, they're going to take the free.
Oh.
Nowhere near, nothing but air there.
End of the first quarter.
Impressive.
MMU have done very well, considering they were not favourites for this game.
You'd have to say the manager Callum must be very, very impressed with his side's performance in this first quarter.
The last home game he wasn't available, so they had a player coach at the game. Did not go well. Got trounced by Nottingham. But this game is a completely different affair.
If you take a look here between the two sides, we've got 8 assists for MMU, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. I mean, that 1 block is quite important, but if you actually look at the stats, it's not too dominated by MMU.
No. Newcastle are struggling to convert though. They've had way more shots, but 40% conversion rate for the twos. It's not great.
Yeah, even the frees that they're taking, they've converted 1. Like, it's not the greatest conversion rate, but
1 in 4, no.
I mean, hopefully they can change that up now, and coming into the second quarter, they can maybe bring it back.
Yeah, reset for the second half of this first half. About to get back in the way here. Both coaches taking time to give player instructions. Both are ready though. The screen's on blank. We're back.
We'll go restarting for the second quarter now. If MMU can keep up this performance and end the entire half on a win, then that's a very good start for the team.
You got to favour them for the rest of the game if they continue this kind of form. Newcastle started the game here in the quarter. Go for the convert again. That conversion rate is not looking great. Togo just stealing the turnover again. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Number 14 there for MMU, Keane Watkins. You can tell that he's going to use his height to his advantage here. You can tell he's a very tall guy.
He looks to be the tallest player on the pitch.
There we go, number 11 carrier. Doesn't convert. But he does manage to draw the foul.
A lot has gone through that 11 and number 10. And number 10's had most of the ball for this struggling Newcastle team.
I mean, they seem to be quite prolific at drawing fouls away from the MMU team. That every time they're in the area, it's a threat that they might even draw a foul and then convert the frees.
See if carrier convert.
Yeah, there's one.
We're looking for a second now.
If you can make it 2 for 2.
Puts them in good stead. Only 5 points trail them. The Manchester team, but no.
Yeah, I do believe that shot there was an attempted. There we go. Newcastle on the break again. Out wide. Gonna go for the free. No, into the middle, underneath the rim. He's driving.
Waited and he waited. The net. Newcastle coming back
for Newcastle. They've managed to bring it out of the court twice now.
Yeah.
Not sure if their spatial awareness isn't the greatest, but we need to
lacking concentration maybe. You can see that in the defence as well. They are a bit sloppy at the back. They're like quite a few balls going to that paint.
Here's carrier for Newcastle. Carrying the ball.
Carries it, almost. And then he can't convert. Starboy Togo carrying the MMU team here. Gotta say.
Just some nice dribbling from here, all the way into the middle.
14 goals.
No, just doesn't manage to convert that.
Should have converted that.
Yeah, it was brilliant from Togo to get past that many players in the middle.
This is how we're through and get the turnover from that 14. 9. No. Turnover from.
To his knees
Oh! Little roulette. Now wide, go
wide
for
the
3.
Air again.
So, Togo. Let's give the ball to Togo and let him do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, his drives into the middle is super dangerous.
Saying that. He lost it for the first time in the game.
Yeah, by bouncing it on his foot out the court.
Concentration again.
Yeah, need to really work on that.
You got Togo coming off, yeah.
Yeah, the captain, Tyrell Browns, will join the team.
As well as the lean machine. You told me to call him that.
There's Newcastle on the attack. That carrier seems to be in possession a lot. No, he managed to draw the foul.
It's a good name for a basketball player, isn't it? Carrier.
Yeah, I mean, if he's good. There we go, Newcastle to restart with leading. Take your time.
3 with number 10.
No, they just
converts the rebound though, number 11, Carrier there. He's carrying his comeback for Newcastle.
Yeah, they managed, I didn't even realise, they just crept up on MMU there. They managed to reduce the deficit.
MMU is not got a basket.
I haven't managed to get any points this entire quarter.
With Togo off, he's got a word for the lead.
Right, he could take his time here.
Oh,
yes, he does.
The lean machine. You told him before the game he was going to do that, you know.
Preempted everything.
What a player.
You've got to stop them from getting a freeze here because that can reduce it.
Straight through.
Oh. Charge there. Oh, my apologies. The lean machine, I believe, I thought he got 3 points there. He only got 2 for it.
No, only 2. Maybe not so much the machine. Just lean.
Another timeout.
It's a third of the game. I'm not sure from what side it's Newcastle.
I mean, you'd have to say, MMU, they haven't come out the strongest, but
it's even.
Yeah, it's not been a terrible performance from the boys, but
no, it's been up and down from both teams, I think.
Yeah.
MMU came in very strong, evened out a bit. Now Newcastle looks to be on top a bit.
Yeah, I mean that too. The 2 points to just bring the advantage to double from 2 points to 4 points. It's a big help in the help of the team.
Yeah, it's a very close game. I think this will be a close one, straight to the wire. But
yeah, well, I mean, if any of the teams decide to just turn up halfway through the game, or maybe in the third quarter, they start getting a read of the game a bit more.
You've got to think though, with only the 3 subs for Newcastle, they will tire throughout this game.
Yeah, honestly, I made that mistake last time when Nottingham Trent came to Black Lane and they had 1 sub.
1 sub.
And they still won, convincingly so.
Good team, but they've got a couple of star players out here. I've not watched Newcastle this season.
No.
But with a 4-1 record, you'd expect them to come here and win, but
yeah, I mean, honestly, all of their games, they've never been blowouts. They've all been quite close. Maybe 10 points, 5 points in it.
But those 2 wins against Loughborough, the best team in the league. The Man City of Union basketball. The lean machine going through. Oh, the machine! Somebody's going to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, this guy really needs to get into watching time.
Carrier the ball.
No charge foul there. Referee
It
saying
looked like
get
a foul.
Oh,
great!
Too easy there.
He rose. Looks like his name, so it's
He rose. For the free.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Again, and again, and again. Newcastle are not taking the threes.
No.
It's just rim or it's air ball.
Only 6 points ahead again. So they have concealed this lead, even with Togo off the pitch. Court. Like a push there, maybe.
Well, the Newcastle manager's up out of his seat. He's not happy with the team right now.
No, it's the first time he's been so animated on the field. Oh, Jesus Christ.
There we go, Carrier. Oh no, sorry, that's not Carrier, that is
Kingdom, what is it? He's American, kind of, he said.
Kind of.
Yeah, he's got a very American accent, but I asked him, he said kind of. It could be Canadian, maybe.
I think you can tell the difference between Canadian.
Okay.
I definitely can.
He did sound American.
There we go for the free throw.
Can the kind of American convert? No,
Straight air ball. See if you can convert this one. Maybe just try and sink it this time instead of going for the fake.
Sinks a second. Yeah, 1 point there.
I heard a bit of silence there in the hall. Everyone was just anticipating the shot.
Yeah, the wasn't very loud. Might I'm picking up too well, but turnover play there. Blocked off. Definitely a steal there, but can't. Got the ball.
Free? No.
Carrier gets the basket.
Using his size to the advantage.
26-21. Carrier's a very good player.
Yeah.
He's deceptive. He doesn't be flashy. He's not that fast. So it's difficult to get that ball off him. Turnover from Newcastle here. Running through into the paint. Can't find that basket, but they do have the ball still. Klingen running in.
Convert.
Back.
Yeah, they're slowly but surely bringing this back. Only 3-point deficit now.
This happened before. It looks like they bring it back, don't they? But
yeah, all it takes is 1 or 2 good shots and then you.
It's a really close game either way. Really entertaining as well, end to end stuff. Well, that was unfortunate to score that there.
Yeah, it's a little bit there.
Yeah, it would have been a basket, surely. Klingen
maintained composure and still got that to
You got to think MMU would do better there. There are 3 players on that man. And he turned all 3.
Yeah, honestly, the defence there was a bit shabby.
It has been 26-25 now as well, very even.
Yeah, going into the end of the first quarter, it was 20-13. They managed to bring it back. I mean, Newcastle nearly doubled their score, whereas MMU have only added 6.
Yeah.
You say they've come out as a different animal.
Yes, they've settled into this game massively. We'll see how it goes for the MMU, see if they can regain that impressive lead they once had. But it doesn't look like it. Maybe they need to bring Terry back onto the pitch.
The court.
Let me say pitch, bro. I ain't remembering court. Should play on it as a pitch to me.
There we go. The alarm for the timeout is over now. See if they bring it back onto
Whose
the court.
timeout was that, did you see?
I believe it was MMU's. You mean, you'd have to think it was. I guess Callum's not the happiest man with this performance.
No, I
in
think
the
that's
second quarter.
2 timeouts each for the game. When you get back into the court here. Getting the second quarter underway. I think they'll try and see out this quarter. Safely keeping that lead going into the second half. That's what they hope for at least, but we'll see what happens. Number 6 is I'm sure as well. Okay.
from Newcastle. Here we go. MMU to restart. Took quite a while there.
Yeah, Gavin getting it into play. Number 5, Harold Brown, the captain. And the legs runs through. Oh, that is unlucky.
Just off the underside of the rim there.
I'm 17 there, loses the ball a little bit. Stumbles.
Carry up in the middle.
Number 8, Sudin. I must have spelled that wrong. 2 O's, 2 E's.
Tyrell Brown out wide to May.
Back to his turn. Back to Brown, the captain, the leader.
No, unfortunate to not convert there. He's done that 2 times in a row now where he's got into a great position, he just hasn't released the ball at the right time.
No. Back to the machine. Oh! That's unlucky, he can't convert there. Shrugs that Newcastle player off the ball out there. If you can hear us, we can't see the game right now, but the buzzer's just gone, I assume, for the end of the half. On our end, Newcastle are winning, but on yours, who knows?
We're winning.
Oh, we're winning. Let's go. Well, not we, we're impartial, so.
32 to MMU, 29 to Newcastle.
32 to MMU, 29 to Newcastle. MMU scoring 6 points, though, that we didn't see.
Yeah, I mean, from what we're hearing,
Yeah, it sounded
assume it's a good,
eventful.
it's a good
We're back.
half. I mean, we're back for the half time, so we'll catch you in the second half.
Yeah. We are back after many technical difficulties. But the free throw goes in. Swift, just like us. Back for the second half.
Back and down.
Yeah. It's 37-34 for MMU here. Togo's back on the pitch. Togo's back on the pitch as well. Going through the ball.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he went off the court, he just started losing.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't explain. I just don't get mental.
He managed to draw the foul there and still got the 2 points, so he'll get 1 free throw.
So it could be a 3. Yeah. There's a 2. To make it 40-34.
Here we go. Can he convert? No, nothing but air. More involved in this game. Try and get more points on the board. They brought it back in the second quarter, but this quarter has just not been the same.
Oh, nearly a 3. Was that in? That was in. 40. We apologise for this. If any of the players are listening to this, it's not our fault. Number 8, running through. Down to 9, Oscar, is his name. Captain is. Went up for the run, no foul.
There we go. Love that. Here's Brown on the ball for MMU. Driving to the middle, out wide. Right to the middle for Togo.
Oh, dialing on him again, but misses.
No point for MMU, but he did manage to stop the game though.
He drew something.
Yeah, drew.
Could be a foul. Could be not play. We don't know. We're terrible at our jobs. 42-34 here though for MMU as we get back in the play. The Captain Oscar's coming off there. It is a free throw.
There you go. Togo with a free throw. Zero for 2 there from Togo. That's not like him after his first quarter performance.
No.
Nice control there.
Misses. Number 8 runs through the paint.
Sudi.
Travelling foul.
Nope. That was a good 2 points there from Sudi. Sudi got the 2 points there. See if he can get the extra 1 from the free throw.
Laying up for the free throw. Converts it. Togo running at the field. Camera too fast for him there. And 12 running through. Britain. Back to Britain.
Oh, it's a nice fallback. Oh, not be that. Let's try with a fade away, but just didn't manage to convert with it. Travel there from Newcastle, Sudi. There we go. The refs just stopped the play here. Just let the subs come off the bench. There we go. Togo in possession for MMU's first team.
Very relaxed player. Got no cares in the world. Look at him go. Britain, the attacks on there, but loses extra there.
Newcastle on the attack. Sudeen
converts. Look at 37. This is still a very close game. So.
Actually 39 there. Our scoreboard.
39.
There we go. It's just updated now. 42-39 to MMU. Only 3 points behind.
Very close game here. Has been all game.
Oh, he's goes for the free.
Oh, that is unfortunate for the win. Into the backboard.
There's Hayes for Newcastle. Sudeen. Air ball again. Unfortunately, he just tried to get the ball back, but just a little bit too aggressive for the referee's liking.
Yeah, Newcastle ball in here. Looking back for that 17-mulleted man. Who is his teammates are not a fan of the mullet.
Well,
Tommy before the game, they're not a fan.
I can't blame him for that.
I don't know, he's kind of suits him, I don't know. Look at him go.
There he is on the ball. Can he sink it? Oh, unlucky there from Mullet Man.
Maybe if he didn't have a mullet, it would be alright, but unfortunately, he gets a bit of a duck.
With Hayes, seems to be like the target man, sort of. Is Sudeen running through the middle?
Sudeen's been very good in this half.
He managed to steal possession there. There's the captain Brown.
Running through. Oh.
He didn't get the charge there. I thought that he would have gone down there for the charge.
Man. It's not working for him, is it?
There's Togo in possession. Out wide.
The
taking the free.
Oh, that is unlucky. Couldn't get much closer there. The team from Manchester. A lot of stoppages this quarter.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, but in basketball, when the stoppage occurs, the timer stops. So this might be a long quarter for us here in the commentary team.
Been a long day. Yeah.
Time out here for the game. I believe that MMU are still kind of in control because
there's not been a point for a good minute or so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been constant pressure, constant action, but nothing's really like converted.
No, both teams may be a bit tired. Lacking a bit of concentration that they had at the start of the game, but
yeah, well, Newcastle's bench as well. It's not the largest.
Struggling to get players this game, but you got to cope with what you got, haven't you? And being the superior side, you have to say before the game coming in.
Yeah, on paper, MMU should not even be close to Newcastle at
going
this
off
moment
this
in time,
season's results, no, especially those Liverpool wins.
Honestly, they've turned up. They're kind of like the Golden State Warriors in this game.
Yeah. Great reference from Benji. Bringing his basketball knowledge into play. Timeout still going here. The Newcastle team walking back out, as well as the Manchester team. Newcastle-Manchester, it's quite a big game. Two big northern cities.
Yeah, well, I mean, you wouldn't exactly call it a derby, but it's quite an interesting game to see.
No, two biggest cities in the north.
A big claim there.
Well, population, I guess.
There we go, he shot for it.
The mullet doesn't work. It's got to go, bro.
That's Togo. He's in possession. See if he can create some magic here. Back out. Ooh.
Would have been nice if it came off, but that wasn't in play, of course. Captain Tyrell Brown will throw it back in for his enemy teammates there.
He's gone for the free.
Misses.
Out of nowhere, you was not expecting the free there.
The coach is having a word with Reed on the side there. Performance hasn't been great so far.
It's Hayes for Newcastle out wide. Off the rim. There's been a lot of missed shots.
They're going back to the threes, aren't they?
Well, I mean, if the threes do convert, they're very, very important for the team. But if you're just shooting them and missing,
but no one's got a point in about 3 minutes now. So
yeah, there's Togo on possession for MMU.
It's men to enter. Nothing. Yeah. On the floor. That's rest, I think. Yeah.
Carrying for Newcastle. Sudeen
with the.
Got a charge there. Charge foul. Here we go. Substitution here. Togo has taken to the bench for MMU.
He's back off. He's got to be worrying for the rest of his teammates there.
Yeah, well, he hasn't had as much impact as he has in the first
quarter.
No,
but I'd say they look much better with him on the field. In fact, Sudeen for Newcastle been very impressive this quarter. He must be the top scorer of the quarter. Very low scoring quarter, but...
Oh, it's unlucky there from Rose. Number 7, May for Newcastle. Out wide to Hayes. Into Carrier. Back to May. He
very good
convert,
shot.
He does.
Yeah, only 1 point behind now is Newcastle. On the hunt for that victory.
May with an incredible drive into the
reply straight away. But no goals, no points for 4 minutes. That's 10 seconds there. And again.
May for Newcastle, then May for MMU, and then back to May. The 2 Mays of the pitch, the court.
May and May. It's not a pitch, Benji, it's a court, you should know that. Oh.
There we go, Rose. Playing in there. You see a lot of the players are having a few conversations, a few words with the referees. They're just not agreeing with every single thing that they're saying. No. Even there, number 8, Sodi for Newcastle, he's just having a few words with the ref.
There's been a lot of stoppages this quarter.
Yeah.
Can MMU get back into a stronger lead with these 3?
Here's May for the free. Yep.
Flush.
There's that 1. See if he can convert the second. He shoots and misses.
Rebound goes to
Ariel.
Straight through. Sudeen draws a foul there. The 3 fouls. Another stoppage as well. It's been stop, start. Apart from that 1 minute where we got all the points in this quarter.
Afolabi there for MMU was not happy with the decision from the ref. He's putting his arms up, flailing them about.
We do have post-match interviews with the players and refs. Not refs, sorry, the managers.
Oh, that was a nice shot there by Sudeen.
So we'll see their point of view on these decisions that they're clearly not happy with. Pockets that one. Goes in a bit sloppily, but he gets it through.
There we go, they've tied up the game now in the 3rd quarter.
First time this game's been tied up.
There we go, yeah. So if they can keep it like this.
You are looking dangerous now though. They convert this.
Out for the free!
No, poor. They're very good, they're still on the ball.
Carrier trying to drive into the middle.
Go on. Oh wow.
Takes the charge.
MMU playing, they're happy there.
It was a bit too aggressive there from Carrier. I thought he had the right idea, but just not the right execution.
Yeah, a bit aggressive. Seen a lot of aggression today in both games.
Yeah.
The rugby was very harsh, if you watch that. Let's see. Got 14 minutes left of this game. 13. Just stop to the call. Number 9. 3.
Here he is.
The 3. Oh!
It's a beautiful shot there by May.
Excellent shot for the lead to be taken by MMU once again.
There's only 50 seconds left in this quarter before we head
in a
into
hurry
the final.
here. The foul from the MMU. This game's got exciting all of a sudden, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed first quarter MMU was taking over, they took control, and then second quarter Newcastle kind of got brought back to life. And now they're pretty much even, it's back and forth, just pressure on pressure, piling up. Here's Sudeen out wide.
5 goes through, that Rose.
Hayes
converts.
convert.
And he gets that free throw as well, so he could draw this level again. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, if he does this now, all it takes is a little bit of a slower approach to the play, and end the quarter on a draw, and then they can go into this final quarter giving it their all.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were the Newcastle coach right now, what would you be saying to your players? You'd be thinking,
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'd say. They're playing better than MMU in this half, especially. Maybe MMU were coasting a little bit because they were up for so long, but converts to level the game again.
Yeah, you can see the MMU coach there just did not seem happy at all.
No.
Standing up, walking back, pacing.
Not a happy man.
Togo tries to create some magic there, unfortunately.
He goes for that. He gets that undershot quite a lot, but cannot pull it off.
Yeah, it must be his height that he uses it to advantage, like, because he can get much lower than the rest of the tall players.
He is the second shortest on the court so far.
There we go, it's Afolabi. Does convert, there we go, with 20 seconds left on the clock. Gives them a 2-point advantage.
Newcastle have time for a player there. Level or even go ahead for the first time ever.
Here's Hayes. Just sunk a 3 before. Can he do it again? No, he can't. Oh, it took too long to shoot there.
The buzzer goes.
Yeah, I mean, both of the coaches can say positives and negatives for the team, but the morale, you'd have to say, has to go to the MMU side here. If they can keep up this performance into the fourth, then they win the game.
Yeah. The stats up here, 4 rebounds for MMU. But Newcastle have 100% of their free throw shots, their 3-point shots and their free throw shots, which we did not see in the first half especially.
Yeah, MMU are really lacking in the 3 points there.
Newcastle not shooting as much, but when they are, it's going in pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you always had that feeling that why would they take all these shots, all these 3-point shots, if they don't think they're going to hit them?
Well,
and now they're starting to hit them. It could mean trouble for MMU.
It could mean. But we'll have to wait and see. Everything is to play for in this final quarter though. Very intense game between these two. A lot of decisions going the wrong ways perhaps.
Yeah, not a lot of the players are very happy with the decisions that a lot of the refs are making, but can't argue with it.
No, the ref's the ref at the end of the day.
Yeah, final decision goes that way, but we've got. I'd have to say, up to now, anyways, Togo is definitely the player of the match.
Yeah, so far Togo for MMU definitely. And from the Newcastle team, maybe Carrier or Sudan. I like Sudan.
Yeah, I mean, Togo seems to be Newcastle's kryptonite here.
Yeah, they can't get the ball off him. His hands are like glue.
Yeah, like
through the entire team.
He can get low, he can get closer down to the floor, he can dribble quick, and then that explosive shot that he does that you picked up on before, where he just shoots from low. Like, how are you gonna block that?
If that comes off, it's not getting stopped. He's tried that 2 or 3 times so far. Can't get it to go there. We're getting back underway for this. Newcastle coming through. Loses the ball there, though. Just loses it. Travelling foul. New ball here. Saul, mate.
There you go. I mean, yeah, it's true. It's Togo in possession, see if he can do something here. Passes it to me. Rolls. So he tried to do a little sneaky pass that Newcastle couldn't pick on, but
didn't come off, but with the 3, misses. The rebound goes out.
Oh, he steps out just slightly there. It's kind of unlucky.
Can't do much damage in that. Yeah. Scrambling for that ball. The MMU coach there shouting instructions at his players. He wants to contain this lead.
Yeah, he's very passionate.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have to give him props for that.
At the start of the game, he said he wanted this to be a turning point for them in the season. I believe it has been. Win, lose or draw.
Yeah, honestly, the performance that they've had today against this is very impressive. Newcastle.
I mean, this compared to the Nottingham game, it's night and day, really.
Yeah.
The 3.
He's gone for it.
He hasn't hit a free throw, has he?
No, I don't believe he has, but he
doesn't
is due
need
on.
to. Doesn't need to with that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, can really get off him.
Oh, the fade away there from May on Newcastle.
50-all. Who's taking this game? Guy's been 2 for 2 for the last 4 baskets, but
yeah, you'd have to say teams are very evenly matched here.
Yeah.
It's like back and forth, 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, and then it's just constant points back and forth. It's like they're gifting it to each other so they can get it back.
Shagger running through. Buzzer goes for the time though.
Just stumbling a little bit there.
Off balance, yeah.
Ref, but ref wasn't having it.
Can't do much about that really, can you? Great block there from the MMU player. Afalobi, I believe. Newcastle bringing this back in, hoping to get another point. Let's see. Thought he was going for the 3, he didn't. Into the paint. Swallow shot doesn't come off, but they still retain the ball. Sweden passes to the number 7. There he runs through. That was a foul.
Yeah, referee wasn't happy with the aggression that he's showing there.
Elbow to the sternum there.
Maybe it's a bit of frustration from Newcastle.
Very good game, but quite low scoring. But if this is a sign for things to come for MMU, it's a good sign because at the start of this season, Newcastle were looking like one of the best teams in the league. So they were in through a bit. That will be a free throw. Togo, he was fouled running through that paint there.
That's exactly what we described to you before, that the low dribbling, low centre of gravity can get low, dribble through, and then that low shot. I mean, if you can convert this free throw, it's good as a free.
I mean, 3 points up for the first time in about 10 minutes there. Can they keep this lead? Newcastle are hoping not, but we'll have to wait and see. Go for the 3, level it.
Air again, straight air. Hopefully they can break up the chain of just gifting points back and forth to each other with another point after Wabi.
Oh, nearly dunked there, but he can't get it in. Could have done better there, perhaps released a bit earlier.
Hayes and Togo, they seem to have quite similar builds, and they seem to be going back and forth with who's scoring the most points, who's getting the most impression on the game here.
With 3. Not going well for these 3 so far.
Togo.
Turnover from Togo.
Great steal there.
What a player he is.
Out wide.
Back for the 3. Oh, I can't sink it. Afalobi loses the ball. Oh.
It's a foul there. I don't believe there was any ill-minded intent to that, but just a bit unlucky in the situation that he was in.
I'm going to stop the game. You making a sub here? Newcastle are.
Carry us back onto the field. Hopefully he can bring a bit more leadership into the game, because you have to say he seems like the leader.
Yeah, he seems like a man, you know what I mean? Not saying the rest aren't, but you know what I'm saying? He just looks the part. Got that tattoo, got that beard. Good looking guy.
You know, just wiping off the floor there, might have seen something on the floor, and in basketball it's very important that the floor is clean. You don't want any half-hazard.
Yeah. Back for the 3. Off the rim. Sweden can't retrieve it off the rebound there. Britain in the black undershirt. He's got 14. That's it. The roulette, the fadeaway shot, can't convert there.
Oh, it's unlucky there. That was a really nice move.
It was a good move, yeah. Newcastle on the counter. Foul for MMU. The 2 free throws. If they convert these, Newcastle will be in the lead for the first time in this match.
Yeah.
We'll see what will happen. All the pressure is on May right now. Perhaps the fate of this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's about 6 minutes to go. You'd have to say it's about 8 minutes to go realistically, but
gets the first one beautifully as well. You got to be impressed by that.
There you go. You'd have to say, if you were in May's position here, you would try and go for the rebound here, just to try and take the lead. Convincingly.
Went for the basket.
No, he went for
beautiful
it
again. Silky, first and second time.
There we go. Here's Togo in possession.
Still relaxed, still walking about like he's a man. Going through.
I mean, he seems just so comfortable in possession that anytime he's near the hoop, you can tell he's a threat.
Britain misses. He's got the points game, Britain. Not going to be shooting.
No, not off the top of my head.
Oh, block there from me straight into the.
Good reactions, to be honest, from the bench.
It's a timeout there. So Newcastle in the lead for the first time in this game. Timeout from Newcastle as well. But yeah, impressive stuff from Newcastle. Wow. And if the game follows the same trend, Newcastle will be up for the rest of this quarter, with both teams taking 2 each in each passage of play.
Yeah, Newcastle, they seem to be really getting into flow state right now. In the final quarter, I mean, with MMU looking a bit fatigued, maybe they're not showing as much stamina as I thought they would with the big bench that they have compared to Newcastle. You think that they would take over here, but I guess the quality difference is just showing.
MMU have 5 more players than Newcastle, so you would think they'd have fresher legs, but perhaps relying on too many special moments from Togo.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to say Togo. Every time he's on the ball, you see a threat. But any of the other guys, it's kind of just controlled play where they can force themselves into the positions to score points, but they're not looking like it.
You got Lionel Messi on the team. What are you going to do?
It's true. It's true. That's a big statement from you, though.
I mean, the Lionel Messi of MMU, you have to say.
Not the Steph Curry, not the.
Bro, I'm English, yeah. They're not like that, so Messi's.
I like to see you.
Can't get it to go.
Just beat
and then
there's Brown in possession.
Taking a bit too much time there. Newcastle are defending quite well there. A lot of men in front of the balls. Doesn't get it.
Togo is just such a threat on that attack there.
They can't touch him. It's his low stature. Everyone, look at the Newcastle team's so tall. They just can't get that low to block him.
He really is.
Britain. Oh, he gets it.
He does convert.
55 to 54 for MMU now, but Newcastle looks to counter straight away. Carrier has carried it straight into the net. The Newcastle lead again. This is a very exciting game we've got in our hands now.
Britain's not very happy with that decision from the ref. He felt like he got charged, but
it did look a bit suspect.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see that, obviously, in that situation, we don't have any video assistant referees to help out, where he just takes the fall, hoping that the referee sees what he sees, and just didn't.
But refs make mistakes with life. It was a mistake. You just got to accept that and hopefully it'll correct itself throughout the season.
Yeah, we just got to hope it's not a game-changing mistake.
Good see there. Almost with that rebound off the ring.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot there by May.
Newcastle take the lead by 3 points now. They are looking the better side in this last quarter. You've got to say it's deserved from them.
Oh, it's really unlucky there. If he would have sunk that, he would have tied up the game.
Can't get it to go though.
There's Carrier.
Carrying it into the paint.
Sudeen.
Oh, Sudeen gets it. It looks like Newcastle.
Yeah, they're running away with it here, but
they come.
Honestly, all it takes is a few amazing plays here by MMU.
Yeah.
Here's Brown.
He's still got 3 minutes left.
Here's the Britain.
Will he get it?
Too short.
No. He's not the best at shooting.
No, you can tell by the trajectory of the shot straight away. It wasn't really in the
Too straight on.
Here's Carrier. Out to May. Back to May. Carrier again.
Newcastle will be happy to just.
Togo with the great steal there.
Well played.
Pass it off.
There you go. Gets
nice
it.
layup.
Back to 3 points behind.
Togo there, super important with that steal.
I mean, his points and assists, he must be at least 30 by now. Everything in this team goes through Togo. Oh, it's unfortunate. Almost just off that rim. A lot of MMU shots are going short on that inner rim. But
yeah, I mean, you'd have to say with that stat there that's on your screen at home, Manchester met 21 rebounds.
Assists. Newcastle have more, I didn't expect that. Newcastle step out of the coach there.
We've got MMU manager stood up.
The coach does not look happy.
No, he's trying to communicate to his players what he wants from them, and he just doesn't seem too happy about what he's seeing from them.
They've lost a bit of cohesiveness and a bit of, I don't know, just that some of them have not got anymore that they had in the first 2 quarters. Which, but Newcastle, they look more experienced, they look more together, they just look a bit better than MMU. MMU did very well to get this far, this close, and it is still this close. MMU could very well win this game, but from the history of this game, it doesn't look like it's going to be a high scoring end to this quarter. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think Newcastle might have this here, but who knows? The rest of this quarter getting underway. MMU taking their time there. The buzzer's gone twice. You need 4 points to win this.
I mean, it's definitely doable. I mean,
yeah,
in basketball, points, they can be taken, and
most of the team.
There's Afolabi.
Oh!
Does sink it.
Beautiful.
There we go. They're only 1 point behind. See, this is where the 2 points for Manchester Met, they seem to be sinking in now. They seem to be saying, right, we need to hit these shots. Can't be taking these shots that are just going wayward every time.
Newcastle will be very happy to just play it safe. I'm not sure if draws the foul. Ontario, I believe that was. But yeah, no, Togo has been excellent.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to ask you when the game does end who your MVP is, but I think it's already, I'm already hearing the shape of your choice.
It's got to be. I think the Newcastle team has been better as a whole, player for player. Apart from that man Togo, I think he's the best player on that court.
I mean, honestly, it's a massive improvement from my last impression of MMU.
Yeah, even if they do lose this. Look at that, the coach on the side of the court there.
He's gone for the free for Carrier.
Oh,
just doesn't convert.
Yeah, a bit slow on the count, they used to be a lot faster. But Togo still got piercing pace. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Togo, he's got to be gutted for that.
Who's May?
Another foul. Don't like it now. The captain looks injured. He's hurt at least.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be okay. He can tough it out for the last couple minutes of the game.
1 minute 13 seconds for MMU to get 2 points there.
But that is also 1 minute 13 seconds for Newcastle to secure the game. So it could go either way here. Newcastle are in possession.
Yeah, very tight game. Misses. Britain gets the rebound. Yeah. Can the star boy pull up something special? He can!
Doors behind the
61 60 for MMU. Back underway quickly.
50 seconds on the shot clock.
Can Newcastle pull it out? Oh, the rebound goes in.
It's back and forth stuff here. It's literally end to end.
This is so tense. Come on, Taylor.
I mean, this might go to a dramatic one where they shoot the free.
Oh, great block from the number 8 there. Sudan. The last time out.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what we see there is MMU have given the ball to Togo and said, go, go score.
That's all you need to do.
Whereas Newcastle, they're working as a team where they're giving it a few times and then all of that. So we're looking forward to the end of this game. See what can happen here.
That's 25 seconds to play. It will be incredibly tense unless this goes to a draw in overtime, but we don't believe it will. Back underway for this final 25 seconds of this epic, you've got to say, for MMU.
I mean, honestly, you're the manager right now for Newcastle. You're saying, don't make any stupid mistakes. Don't draw any fouls. We don't want overtime. Don't let them through. Just take control of the ball. They've got 28 seconds on the clock. They have 25 seconds on the shot clock. Honestly, if they get possession and just keep hold of the ball, they can win the game.
MMU just need to run on that.
Yeah, MMU, if they lose possession here, they've lost the game. They need to convert.
You never know.
Out to Togo. Back to Brown. To the
Britain.
free.
Oh!
He does.
Wow. This is first basket of the game.
Now Newcastle are forced to get 2 points.
If Newcastle get the 2 points, it will go to overtime.
But if you're MMU here, you keep the ball. Don't lose the ball. Just sit with it.
2. It's over. MMU has won this game. Wow. What an epic. Did they win? I think it's... Did they win? It might be a time. pretend it didn't happen. He stepped out the court. I do apologise. I thought our clock went down. I thought but we've got 5 seconds left. What can Newcastle do? Can they draw this game? Can they win this game? 2 points for a draw, 3 points for a...
Just hold the ball.
Just stand still.
Just hold it.
On the floor there. 2, 1. That is it. The game has finished. MMU 64. MMU 64. Is it ended or not? It's not over yet. I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, I think Jack's getting a bit too excited.
But we have won. It's a free throw.
On the comms, he's a little bit too excited here.
I'll do it again one more time.
Here we go, we're just putting it to bed here. I mean, it was a very, very impressive performance by MMU. And honestly, to end it...
There you go, 66-62. This will end the game. And let's get a little buzzer beater here. I doubt that's going to happen though. Alright, the game has 1 second left. It's over. Fifth time lucky. The game has ended. MMU 66. Newcastle 62. My co-host has walked off in disappointment with my ending to that game there. But that has been MMU basketball. I've been Jack Merry. That was Benji. The MVP of this game was Togo, by the way, if you didn't realise. Winning the game, carrying the team. Very good performance from MMU. A change to the start of the season. And yeah, that is us out. Thank you for watching this broadcast. Sorry for the ending and the 5 endings there. But yeah, this has been basketball. See you later.
I'm Ed Tucker. I'm here with Oscar Lee Hales, shooting guard for Newcastle Uni, and Mark Elderkin, the coach. Guys, you were chasing the game for the majority of it, but in the fourth quarter it looked like you were going to snatch it. How did your game plan kind of play out today?
Well, it didn't really. We didn't really focus on the game plan, and we paid the price in the end for it.
Yeah, agreed. I thought defensively we started really slow, which obviously didn't help us. We had a couple of moments in the game where we did get going, but then not enough to build a lead, and came down to the wire, and they hit the big shot and we missed the big shot, and sometimes happens.
Yeah, I mean, MMU were leading, I think, almost all the way until that fourth quarter, and then it looked like you were going to snatch it right at the end. Do you think maybe the confidence kind of took it away just at that last bit, just as you thought you may have crossed the line?
No, I don't think it was a confidence thing. I think it was too little too late. They played well and we didn't, so...
Yeah, agreed. I thought we deserved to lose. I thought Manchester came out really strong. They built their confidence as the game went on. I was kind of wavered a little bit, but I thought we did create the shots we needed to win at the end, and we just didn't hit them.
You guys are actually doing pretty well in the league. Today maybe a bit of more of a blip, but what are you going to look at after today's game to try and improve for next week?
We'll just regroup, look at the video. We know what we need to improve on, and just focus on the next game.
Yeah, I think echo what Oscar said there. I think we won't panic. We'll stay together. We're happy with where we are in the division. I thought we could have shared the ball a little bit better today, so that's probably what we'll go over in video. But credit to Manchester, they deserve to win.
All right, that's great. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck in your journey home. Cheers. Okay, I'm with Charlie Britton and Noah Togo after a great MMU win. I mean, Charlie, I've got to come to you first. How did you feel shooting that three to win the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a nice feeling. Not played in a while, but, you know, it's good to be back.
And Noah, how did you feel seeing him get that in?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was great to get our first game in, and I had a lot of trust in him to make it.
Noah, you had a particularly good game. You caused a lot of problems for Newcastle. Was there anything before the game that you'd planned to execute during the game, or was it just doing your normal game plan?
I was looking to be a bit more aggressive and driving into the paint, because they only had 8 players today, so I thought, let's try and get more fouls in, and that was basically it.
You both, well, the whole MMU team kind of dominated the first 3 quarters. You were always in the winning position. Occasionally you got to draw, but most of the time you were winning. The fourth quarter looked like you almost lost it at one point. I think it was 55-60. How were you feeling in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know his name, but number 7 on for Newcastle, he's very nice. He can make whatever. So, I mean, he's a dangerous player, but he got stops and ended up with a win. So,
yeah, you were getting a bit nervous because we were playing a bit sloppy and there's a lot of turnovers, but we found it to pick ourselves up, and then we got there.
Loads of timeouts right at the end there. Was that to try and slow down the game for you guys, or was it trying to go against you?
Yeah, I mean, it was Callum giving us the info that we needed and worked out in our favour, so shout out to him.
Yeah, it was just getting the tactics and making sure we were getting the best shot possible.
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much, guys. Good game.
Nice.
Cheers.
Thank you.